Yeah.
What happened last time?
That's your least subtle way of asking us that.
All I have is what was happening. Bot.
Yeah, something's happening to the bot. You better resolve that. Well, I definitely don't go look at my
We burned down
videos.
a body pillow factory.
It's playing the music, but it's not playing the music.
We
escaped Bukarona.
Yes.
We made it back to Titan's Fall? Question mark.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
Rev spoke to the Dark Boss and got a metric ton of lore.
Mm-hmm.
And the Dark Boss
was briefly discussed turning goblins involuntarily and voluntarily into a Woden copy army.
Was the Dark Boss Mezzo, or am I making that up?
Dark Boss is Speckle.
It was Mezzo. It was Speckle.
Speckle. My bad. Yeah.
How dare you?
I get
voted via raffle.
Yep. And she took to the power very fast.
They want to use werewolf blood to weaken Vestris? Question mark.
Okay.
That's all I have.
So Speckle was revealed to be the raffle winner for being the next Dark Boss. Why it only play a little bit, but not the rest? It's gonna be an issue. What's his name? Rev was met with Daniel, the Goblin Scout, and the secret agent Kobold. The spoke of many things, one of them being that the goblins are suspicious that the Mayfair Wanderers are in town to try and suss out the location of one of 3 kobold treasures. The first of which being the Deck of Many Things. The second being another magical artifact known as the Hat of Ages. And the... Fuck, Kenku, please. I don't know why I know word.
I had to restart Kenku the other night entirely. Fix it.
Oh, Kenku, you bitch. And the last one being a door to another realm. To which they called this realm the Vaulted Halls.
Oh.
The infinite corridors.
I don't know, guys. I don't think I've ever heard of that. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's completely unfamiliar to me. I don't know what they're talking about.
I've never seen a door in my life.
Yeah, exactly. Vaulted halls, endless hallways. Never seen anything like that.
Anyway,
not notable.
Daniel then told Rev that if you ever need to get in contact, you can go up to any fellow Gobsco member and tell them, "Hi, welcome to Gobsco," as the passcode. Rev was then brought to meet Nessa Brighthorn and the Mayfair Wanderers leader, or the Wayfair Wanderers leader, Mayfair. You then met up with Isaiah. Then,
she's doing great.
In the meantime, she's doing great, learning Druid magic. In the meantime, in order to escape, you guys were helped in making a distraction by Chim Sensei, who then set fire to the Suten Reisu's Dakimura factory. In order to... Actually, no. You burned down the Dakimura factory in order to blame the Suten Reisu clan. in order to make a distraction and get back to the teleporter circle. From there, you teleported back to Titan's Fall, to which you will, roughly at the same time, should all be arriving to house Sugma Kappa in the middle of the night.
In the middle of the night.
Nothing bad has ever come of this.
As the lanterns and lamps are being lit by various Gobsco members running up and down the streets with little sparklers on long 10-foot poles so they can reach up into the lamps. The lamps running around the nightlife of the city starts to spur into action. A few people stepping out into the streets, others packing things away. Seems the other half of Titan's Fall begins stirring and whirring to life as you head through the streets, tired, exhausted from your fight for the teleporters. A contrast to the liveliness of this dark morning hour. As the main party is getting home, what is it that you are doing?
Me?
No,
The large group.
the larger portion.
Oh.
Rev, you'll be next.
I thought that was like as they're doing a thing. What are you doing? I was like, I don't know.
Oh, this is really gonna take some time to get used to. Fuck.
Do we have to get you, like, a new bed?
And all new clothes, man.
I'm more worried of just I'm not used to being tall, so it's like hitting my head on the door frame or hitting my head everywhere.
Ooh, such a problem.
I
Ooh.
get you a little helmet to wear while you're at home.
Locking your head on the
No.
top of the doors. Ooh. I bet that's a struggle. Ooh.
It is.
Sorry.
How do you know it's a struggle yet? You haven't even had that issue yet.
I used to, actually.
But yes, I'm gonna need new clothes. Bed. Definitely not gonna work.
Ugh. And that's the simple stuff. We have to raise a fucking army.
Now I have to get a new weapon. But
Yeah.
How the
yes, we
fuck are we
do.
supposed to do that?
We already have assistance of the rat army, yes?
Flyers?
That's not a real. That's not.
Oh, now
and
hang
plus,
on.
how do we get them over the water?
Hmm.
Because we'd have to at least hire ships and people to transport a shit ton of rats. We'd have to have a whole fleet and shit.
What about
The rats can't pilot the
teleporter?
ship.
Well, now I don't know about that.
I would be incredibly impressed.
Maybe we don't have to tell them. Tell the ships that we're going to war, because then they'd upcharge, right?
Field trip.
We could tell them that Baruch whatever, they're having a big festival, and that you are the sponsor. People show up. We put the
And
rats on
sponsor-
those ships, like
It's a rat
undercover,
festival.
undercover, right? Secret rat ships. And we tell them that it's I don't know.
The largest
waifu.
con.
Yes.
Comic Con.
the waifu fest.
What, we like fake the shipping manifest so that we're like carrying replacement body pillows for the ones that were destroyed?
Oh.
That
Work.
that's not a bad idea. But yeah, we don't have to be outright and say, going to war.
That's
I
true,
mean, but then you also would not really be getting people like an army. You would just be getting, like waifu fans or whatever
It's
who
a-
may not be the best
Also-
fighting force.
Yeah, we're not
Also-
bringing the waifu fans as a fighting force. They're the farce, right? They're the
I would also
front.
much prefer we don't destroy everything with a giant wave of rats.
Well, hang on. what if we don't even destroy your land? Because that seems like a waste.
That's not what we're trying to do at all.
Yeah, I know,
That's
but
the exact opposite.
if we're trying to wage a war, what if it was a seafarer war?
Yeah, maybe
So-
we just get them off the island. Maybe we make it seem like something more important or valuable is being threatened and they should leave.
Yeah, are
The
there
island.
like supply chain like
but
ships
here's-
that hit the
Here's
island?
I mean, yeah, kind of. But like, the issue is that it's not. Vestris was aiding sentiments that were already there. She's basically corrupted people that were already there into taking power. They're not outside invaders that are just going to up and leave. This is their land. They're just trying to grab more power for themselves under the influence and with the aid of her bullshit. So I don't know if we're like, I don't really know if we're going to be able to like fully get them to leave. Like, I don't see the solution. Like, we don't need to wage full war on the entire island. It's just a few clans, and we will get a lot more help if we're able to rescue the leaders of our clan from the palace where they're being held.
Right. Okay.
So it doesn't need to be a
let's
full invading army. We just need enough of a force to be able to win that fight.
A force or an assassination team?
It could be both.
Let's here. Well, instead of standing here, let's hold some temporary
Yeah,
arrangements, and then let's go to the house so we can sit down and talk about this. Maybe not in the middle of the street.
Yeah, let's stop by Avatar to just get him some clothes before we stop home. It's on the way.
Yes.
What time is
Idea,
it?
we could talk to Foreigner. Maybe post some stuff at the Adventurers Guild.
Maybe, but
We
No
have the
offense,
funds
but
for it.
the
Let's-
leadership
let's-
of this city didn't even help in its own murder spree. So I'm
That is true.
confidence.
Oh,
my
yeah, is
confidence in the
Farner
leadership
alive?
is
Is Farner okay? Have we seen him?
Oh fuck, I did forget about that. Yeah, Foreigner got fucking stabbed.
Wasn't Farner
One
like
problem at a time, one
crucified
problem
on her office?
we have a
No,
very
you know what?
short attention span.
you know what? Let's
Well, it's been a
let's
hot minute,
let's
so.
prioritize. Let's go home, get clothes, and let's update Rev with what's happening, and he can maybe
Yes.
tell us what's happening around here.
Yes.
I'm surprised that honestly, I'm surprised like we didn't get back and the whole city's on fire.
That's a
Honestly,
good point. Yeah.
like this
Alright.
seems pretty good so far.
This is a sign. We're allowed to leave.
We can leave and it not get destroyed.
Yes, let's get me some clothes and then wait on Rev. Maybe he'll have, like you said, maybe he'll have some information he could have learned while we were gone.
Rev, you've been following the secret tunnel that Daniel sent you down after telling you the passcode was hi, welcome to Gob's Code. You've been following the secret tunnel for quite some time, and after a good 5-10 minutes or so, you come across what appears to be a trap door, something that you can lift up in a few steps.
I guess we'll try and lift it up.
Okay.
Get on through.
As you lift it up, it's a bit heavy, but kind of you could push and creak, and it feels like you're lifting a tile up, and you're kind of sliding it past the soft grout. As you look, you see the stars above, and as you step up to peer your head, you find that you are maybe 30 or so feet from the front of House Sugma Kappa.
Good info. I guess he'll make sure he covers his tracks or whatever if he left anything, and try and not make that whole deal too obvious, and then head up to the house. I've got a
Put
question.
few trash cans down, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did Rev get the impression that this secret society thing is a secret society?
It is I would say you'd probably
You know
get the
what I mean?
impression that it is a secret society that 60% of the population is a part of.
Okay.
Nice.
Basically, like the end of John Wick 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, you say hi, welcome to Gob's Co, and the entire market just stops moving.
It's like, yeah, I've been wondering about like whether Rev tells the rest of the group about all this or not. You know what I mean?
It's up to you.
You may die in your sleep. You may be forgiven. Who knows?
Anyway, he's gonna go inside and worry about the rest of it later.
You enter inside as everyone else is kind of figuring themselves out.
I'm checking the rooms.
We get clothes. We go back.
I will say that you will not be able to get clothes from Advent Attire, as the only employee and shop owner is not there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well,
Shit.
birthday suit for you.
We can just deal it with in the morning. If I find an armory. You said it's the afternoon, yeah?
No.
I
it's
wonder
the
if you
deep
can-
evening hours.
I
Evening
wonder,
hours. Let's just.
Yeah. Just do it.
We could just go to a blacksmith's.
do you
honestly.
think that you would fit in my leggings?
Ooh, that's an idea.
I wonder. Because I haven't torn yet.
Yeah, they're
Maybe.
the magically stretchy things.
Fine. It'd be better than wearing. What would you call this?
A
Skirt?
loincloth?
Loincloth.
Well, I mean, we'll get back to the house and I'm gonna let you borrow them. I have some other clothes there.
And then tomorrow we'll go to the market, go to the blacksmith, get you all rekitted out.
Yes.
We go home.
Home. After a few moments, Rev walks in through the door.
You just see Holdador sitting in the living room with like the new body, and he's just crunched. Yeah, you just see this big I forget what the name of the race was.
Furbolg.
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 Furbolg, sneak
Yeah,
attack.
You just attack him?
Oh yeah. There's an intruder in my
What?
house and my friends are out of town.
We're all here.
What?
Intruder in my
We're
house. My
all
friends are in
He
the
said, he
house.
said all I see is him. I thought y'all were in
No,
different
no, no,
rooms.
no, we're all in the living room.
Meaning that instead of hold.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Still
Sneak
sneaks
attack.
attack.
Well, yeah, you hit. Ah, Rev!
Whoa, Rev, come on.
Whoa, whoa.
Let's explain. A lot
What-
happened. A
what-
lot
what?
happened. That's
What
whole.
was
That's
that
whole.
for?
That's whole-
Hold!
Is this a new?
Yeah,
Is
some
this
shit
like a
happened. Just
new
sit down.
member of
This,
the-
a lot has transpired. Okay.
Yes.
He may have died. and
Let us
then
Hello,
explain.
son.
Yes. Yes.
Nice to see you too.
Short version: he died, got resurrected as something else.
Father?
Ah. Well, that just added on to my headache. Fuck, it just went away.
Father, you look so different.
Yes, I died and reappeared in this body. Don't know how.
Oh, but I can
Bigorona
tell
was
by
kind of
your-
a nightmare.
Yes.
I can tell by your undying rage that it is you.
At least you can notice that.
Well, welcome
rage.
back, everyone. Look, the town
Hello.
did not blow up this time.
I was just
We're
thinking about that.
We're so glad. You have no idea how much of a thing that was, how much of a relief that was for us to like notice that and be
Yes.
like able to leave without, because we're gonna have to leave again because some shit happened there. I'm gonna set you down.
I was going to ask, yeah.
Let me leave you.
Is your
down. Okay.
family okay?
Undetermined. We never really got to see them because But guess who's fucking there and is already fucked over? At least the part of the island where my family lives. Fucking bitch mistress turned a shit ton of people into like undead blood monsters. Has corrupted a bunch of the fucking clans there, who have then started a war and have started attacking and have basically held the entirety of the nobles of my clan in the palace that under heavy guard, so I never got to see them. We had to escape because we don't have the forces to do so. So now we have to raise a whole fucking army to rescue them and hopefully save the army from hopefully save the islands from this fucking incursion.
It was not good.
Not at all.
It sounds very not good.
No, it is not. So we're gonna have to leave again. So it's good to know that this place will not explode, because it has exploded every time we've left.
Unfortunately.
Good.
So, oh yeah. By the way, because we're wondering about that. Is Farter alive? Is she? Because we haven't been here, and so how are you? Like, what happened? What have we missed here?
What have we missed? There's nothing too much going on in the town.
So it's been chill,
Is-
whatever.
Oh, that's good.
Can you guys keep a secret?
Yes.
That depends.
Yeah.
Did you murder somebody?
Especially Sock.
We've all murdered people.
What do you mean, especially me?
Because if Sock can keep a secret, this is not the secret I am going to share.
I am literally full of secrets.
Sock is made up a secret.
I mean, yeah, he kind of has to keep the secret of his whole rah thing, because
I should be asking y'all if y'all can keep a secret, because y'all have a very important secret about me
Sock.
that I'm trusting you about.
This is yes, but can you keep a secret?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm fairly
Don't
certain.
answer for him.
As long as it
I'm answering for
doesn't,
myself.
Yeah,
you
I'm answering
know,
myself too.
as long as it's not going to, do anything bad. You know what I mean? Like, if it's something that is, like,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Your
You a terrorist?
your girlfriend is a dark boss.
I don't have a girlfriend.
He's talking about Speckles.
I never would have. Wait.
Wait,
What?
hold on.
We
What does
need
that
more details,
mean?
more
What
details,
does that
more details.
mean?
It means your girlfriend is a dark boss.
She's not my girlfriend. And what does that mean? Dark boss of what?
It also means that I have met the
He
dark
wasn't
boss.
around for when we were still looking into that, right? Because it hasn't come up in a while. So okay, so there's a few gangs in the city. One of them is missing now because they went back to Bukarona. That was the Onis or whatever. Then there's also again, that kind of includes the goblins that are run by the dark boss. So this was a serious thing that they sent us out on a mission. They were like, hey, you got these things from a thing. We kind of want these for a thingy. And so it was very secretive who this dark boss is. It was there's this whole underground thing that's part of the government here, but also part not of it. And it was really who is the dark boss? And so we were looking for the dark boss, never been able to find them. Then there's also the vampires who are kind of criminals, but kind of they just do their own thing. Anyway, there was this whole thing for a while.
Wait,
but-
wait. How did you find out? What does that mean? What does she do? Is she
Apparently-
evil?
No. She is not evil. She is the same Speckle you know and you love.
Listen. Shut your
But
mouth.
but I don't know. I'm not fully in on the deets yet, but I have joined a dark and secret society and have met the dark boss, and it's a cool thing.
Wait, are you in the gang now?
What?
I am one with the kobolds.
Hold's gonna just use
Yeah.
detect good and evil. Just for the heck of it. Divine sense, sorry.
I'm curious to see what
FYI,
Kappa thinks about them.
And also, divine sense only senses whether there are undead, I think fiends and celestials nearby. That's all it does. It doesn't.
You
detect
sense a
anything.
werewolf.
Oh, my apologies.
Well,
And then
Sean
No,
it's
and
is
also
undead.
only
Sean is
60
technically
feet.
undead.
Yeah, Sean's super undead.
Then the
So-
spell
But
I
Rev is
would
even
do-
more
the
so.
spell if I had it would be detect good and evil, which I do.
Divine
Never
Sense would
mind.
also ping Cecil as well.
Yeah, but it would come out as like good. Like it wouldn't smell bad.
So are you divine
I
sensing?
ain't stinky.
No.
You're gonna smell Rev?
No, okay.
Yeah. What does Rev
Mm.
smell like?
You need
Yeah, I have no
divine
reason
sense.
to.
No one gets to know what he smells like.
God damn it. I was gonna make some
Well, I've
guesses.
used it around him before.
It smells like trees.
I'm gonna say like charred
Sap.
tobacco.
I've used it around the whole
Sandalwood.
group before, so I would know how
Yeah.
each of them smell like.
Yeah, roasted sandal.
Like your own body odor,
Mulch.
though. Sometimes you ignore it.
Oh, fair. But no, due to
Okay.
yeah, I wouldn't use it.
Wait,
I misunderstood the meaning of it.
how did you? Can you explain? Like, how did you come across that? Do we just like, I don't know, talking, and she's like, by the way, I'm a dark boss.
No. It was more about.
I
it
don't
was
think
like,
Stock needs to know about this.
No, it was like, hey, you're hanging out with these cool dudes in their underground secret place or whatever. Do you want to meet the Dark Boss? And then I was like, sure. And then it turned out to be Spec. It was not like I met Spec when she was like by the way. It was like I met the Dark Boss, and I was like, oh shit.
He's been the dark boss this whole time.
I don't know, but at least recently.
I thought you were there when they were like deciding.
What?
Wait, was I?
I thought
it was
oh,
already decided.
okay.
They just
Yeah,
said, we brought you here because we're announcing the winner of the raffle. Basically we're showing off the winner of the raffle, but it was already known to them at least.
Gotcha.
Well. Huh. I mean, I guess I can't really be, that surprised because, well, I mean, I'm, a werewolf and all. But
This is true. But we are missing the bigger point here, because this was the hook, the opening paragraph.
there's
Oh.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a whole secret society that I've been talking about. It's very cool.
That is
So-
cool.
They have like secret passageways and stuff, and they're planning to help me take down Vestris.
What?
Planning to help us take down Vestris. I'm sorry.
Well,
That's
we happen
amazing.
To know we happen to know where she is and what she's doing currently.
I thought we already knew this.
Yeah.
Is she not at the is a castle place?
What?
I
No,
don't
no,
think
she's.
so.
I don't think she's
on
been
my-
there for a while.
She's on my island.
She's in Bukarona.
Yeah.
Oh, like permanently? I thought you meant she just showed up for like a little visit.
Well, we ran into her there, and she is specifically performing actions there.
How
Did you
far
not
she
hear
travel?
Did you not hear the synopsis that
Did I speak too fast?
Morg-
Did I kind of like?
sorry, that Ataru gave?
Taru does be speaking a little fast sometimes,
sorry,
but
I
what I heard was that Vestris was there. I did not hear that Vestris had set up an entire new base of operations
She
there.
took over.
Well,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
I mean, she may not be staying there. Like, she comes
It
here
may not be like her
sometimes.
new. It may not be her new like base of
Yes.
operations, but it's currently her operation that she is doing to further her goals.
And she's made quite an operation there.
Is this pertinent? Is this like a time frame? Like we need to go handle this today, sort of thing?
It's getting pretty bad.
I don't know if
Hmm.
we have the means to
So,
handle it today.
Rev? It is very pertinent to me. My entire family is being held under captive of these horrifying blood creatures that she is under control of
Wait, why?
because she is trying to take over the island to gather all of the fucking relics that we have.
It's pretty important that she doesn't take over the island's Rev.
Oh yes,
Like,
but
She's
why
already-
is she
she's
holding
already-
them
she's-
hostage instead of just making them into blood frogs or whatever?
I don't fucking know. Maybe she's using them to control. Well, actually, so I think she's doing it to control the populace because it's not basically like it's not like an overt thing. Like it's like there's like illusions cast over all the things. Like there are still people like living there. It's like it seems kind of normal, but like
it's kind of like puppeting one clan.
exactly. It's a puppet thing. and she's
Okay.
using it to basically leapfrog from the less powerful clans and then eventually bowl over the more powerful clans.
So
So
what
I
are you
think we
guys doing
still have-
here?
She's already up to us, which we're number 5.
Well, I
Or
think we
six.
have an
I think six.
opportunity to halt her plans there if we can maybe either unite the remaining clans or, create some kind of army or force to, to wipe out whatever she's already got over there. Which then maybe we can use the islands as allies when we do go, storm her castle or whatever.
For context, Rev, she's at 4 out of 9 right now.
Rather than what?
4 out of 9
Relics?
clans, 4 out of 9 very powerful relics.
So this is not good.
Yes, she
No,
is
this
gaining
is
power
not good.
currently.
What happens if she gets all of the relics?
I don't know, she becomes fucking powerful. She's using them, siphoning their magic and gaining
Isn't
power. so
she
can
using them
conti-
to kill the other archmages?
Yeah, she's trying to basically take the power of the relics and then basically siphon it off to get herself more magic so she can fucking kill the upper levels of the thing. It's all to further her goals. Let me ask this, Rev.
yes,
Why are
yes.
you trying to find every single fucking reason to not help out with this situation?
No, I want to help
Because
out
you
with the
di- because you
situation.
didn't want to go in the first place, and now you're being dodgy and being like, oh well, we don't have to deal with this now.
Well, listen, plans take time sometimes, and maybe you need to.
I'm willing to take the time to plan. It just seems like you're just being like, this isn't too pertinent.
No. Pertinent was the incorrect word. I'm bad with words sometimes. What I meant was, like pressing. Like, do we have a week? Do we have a month? Do we have 6 hours?
We have
sort of
however
thing.
much time. We have however much time it takes us. We just need to get working on this.
So this is why you all have come back, is to prepare to storm the castle, as it were.
Yes.
Well, we came back because we couldn't do anything
We needed to raise
there.
support. We needed to raise more people. We couldn't do it with just us.
We need some kind of.
She has the power of her minions as well as clan guards. It's too much.
We didn't go there the first time with much of a thought out contingency plan should the entire island be
I
taken
was given
over,
a
but
formal
now
summons, so I assumed that everything was all fine and dandy.
that
It was a
we
trap
know
and
the
a lure.
situation, we need to reanalyze our strategy and come up with some.
We did not prepare for war. We prepared for a court summons.
Right.
As you can tell, it got pretty bad considering I died and I believe almost Cecil
I
died as
almost
well.
died.
And you almost died as well. Like it was a straight ambush. We just fell right into a trap.
Well, I'm glad you all made it out okay. Aside from your death, obviously, but I like your new body.
I'm enjoying it. It's just taking some time to get used to.
It's got real dad energy.
Didn't I have that already?
But now you have.
It's
dad's
got
stature.
more volume of dad energy.
You
more
have dad's stature.
height.
I mean, I can do this as well, and he uses the fireball. What is it?
The invisibility.
No, disguise self to make him look like a semi-taller hold the door. So it's like a couple, like 1 foot. I can only be 3 feet shorter.
Wait, so question.
So I'm 7. So I'd be the height of hold the door. I'd be like 5 feet, just 5 foot.
Okay. We are trying to take out Vestris.
Right.
The Dark Boss is also trying to take out Vestris.
Well,
The
is
Dark Boss, right?
willing to help with this situation, right? I don't think it's their main priority, but I do believe that they understand that it's a threat
Speckle
and
knows
would
about
like to help
Vestris
us
though,
take care of it. Yes.
and that we are trying to take her out.
Yes.
So why don't we team up with them?
Yes, I believe this is a goal.
Because then, I mean, I would assume that Speckle has some resources and some connections being a Dark Boss that maybe we don't have being some, I'm adventurers, but, I think if we can combine our forces, see what kind of magic, because maybe they have some kind of transportation skills or abilities that, that we don't. I don't know. Maybe we could like play fly-in.
This could work.
But I think we need to rest, and I think maybe tomorrow we schedule a meeting if that's even possible, Rev. I don't know. I mean, I don't even know if we're supposed to know because you said we have to keep a secret, so I don't really know what's happening. But maybe you can, I don't know,
Rev, you
arrange
you
a
go through your
meeting
channels and figure out
or
what's happening.
figure out if we can
Well, it's
somehow create
I'm
an
not
alliance.
100% sure how it works. I just know that like it's like a little secret society. Like they bagged me to take me down there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Right, but-
so I don't know how many people I should be telling, or if that would result in me having my metaphorical balls chopped off or something.
Right. So you go in there, propose the idea, and then if they are up for it, then you can bring us in.
Yeah, I have weapons to make anyway, so.
Yes, this could work.
Also, a little off topic. How is the Archmage ordeal going?
Oh, it's a
Had the
whole
meeting, yeah.
We had the meeting. Well, I thought we had the meeting before you all left. Cecil came with me,
Ah, yes, yes.
and that's what was a whole
And
ordeal.
any other
And
developments
this is when
on that?
what that was when Vestris became very powerful because she killed the number 3 or whatever. And
Hmm.
to be honest, I really need to speak with the number 1 if Vestris is doing these plans and whatnot. But I don't really want to call another meeting in order to do this.
Yes. What
So
learned from
I've been
Tippity's,
thinking about looking at
that's-
these teleporter hollows.
What I've learned from Tippity's, it's going to be quite difficult to be able to get contact with one, since the only one that they contact with is 2.
Right.
All right.
But I think maybe I made a sort of good impression with her when I was in the meeting, so maybe she would be willing.
Hmm.
At least she found
knows?
me goofy.
Oh, the 2 Archmage?
No, the number 1.
Oh, the one was there?
Oh wait, is the Lich King not number 1?
No,
No.
she's number
No.
3.
Okay.
She's number 3.
Oh,
but
wait.
I was like,
We have no
Wait,
idea.
then who
who
did
number one
Vestris
is.
kill? I thought Vestris killed number 3.
killed
No, she
number
killed 4, I believe, the exploding
4.
dude.
Yeah.
Yes, the
She
nuclear
got
man.
into his mind and
Okay.
made him blow up.
Yeah, I knew who it was. I just didn't remember what his position was.
And there was also the other Archmage, the old guy,
Yes.
who was willing to say, "Come out and find me."
Oh, right.
Change
right.
notes.
He was actually
And
okay
he's saying
with
that he
me.
wanted to help me discover my Archmagey stuff more.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It feels like everyone is saying that to Rev right now.
The rogue learns magic.
Nah, I can help you learn your magic.
Oh, is this, do you have any quick little lessons you could give me before bed?
Yeah. Or come on upstairs. Come sleep. Come sleep. Yo, do you sleep?
No.
All right. Come watch
And
me
I sort of
sleep.
have plans tonight anyway.
And watch me sleep.
Come watch Sock and I sleep. We both do magic.
I could
Well,
stare at you while
I'm
you
maybe
sleep,
not
yes.
the most
I mean,
qualified to
Doc,
teach magic.
I'm going to be up. I'm going to be making some weapons, so if you want to keep me company.
Professor Caldwell was the Archmage.
Yes.
Yes.
Isn't he in, like, the capital of the Island of Man? Or some
No.
shit? No, okay.
He's
He's
on
in-
our
He's
He wasn't too far away,
Rentonway.
was he?
Rentonway.
Oh, right.
Or he's not Rentonway. He's in Razor Keep.
Yes, he was on our island.
Continent.
On our continent.
Where is the map?
Where is the map? Ba, ba, ba.
Where is
The map. The map. Where's the map? Map.
Where's the map?
There it is.
Dun, 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 dun. It's Mubbers. He's here.
Mubbers is up.
Razor Keep.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's pretty. We've already. No, we haven't interacted.
Right.
We haven't really
You
gone
sussy.
south much.
I mean, we went to Genderton.
Yeah, that's it.
And Crystal Ridge Hollow.
And Kalphus.
Oh, did we go all the way down?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
that's
did-
where Bobby
shit,
Flay
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've gone through. We've done all
Hell
of
of a trip.
that.
Well, this doesn't exist anymore.
Besides that, yeah, we saw.
Well,
the
the name would
crater.
imply.
We saw the crater. So. but we haven't. That's really all we've done is gone south there, and then just went
The
straight.
crater is
to
right here.
Verona.
This is.
Oh, the
was
crater-
this
here?
was
What's up with
no
this?
the crater is like here.
That's a giant's camp.
What was left of this actually? Because this didn't get destroyed, but there's no one living here anymore, and it's a gruesome sight. Last we left it, it was like like bodies everywhere, like
Mhm.
the corpses strung around the walls, like held up by entrails. It not
That
great.
was also about a year ago, so
So is it's not the town isn't there anymore though.
you don't know. You didn't pass through it.
Oh, we didn't. Okay.
We didn't pass through it on the way to Crystal.
No.
Oh.
There's a place down here called Whore Hovel Grotto.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a literal.
Just making sure we're all aware.
It's exactly what you think it is. It is Sin
I just
City.
can't
It is
imagine what I
it's
would
just Las
possibly think
Vegas,
of.
pretty much.
It is a literal
Okay.
amusement park, and it has a roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
But these dens, those are just giant encampments.
Well, good. Maybe they could help.
We have literally no entry with them.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Well, as you guys head upstairs to lay your heads down to rest, is there anything anyone wants to do before their night comes to a close?
I am going to experiment with the remaining ancient wrought iron nail that I have. Take a
Okay.
few pieces of metal off of it, and I'm just going to do some test crafts with it, just some throwing knives.
Okay. I would
Oh,
say roll me
Yoga.
Arcana. Sock, roll me Acrobatics. Would say with a 22 Arcana, the nail is heavy. The metal itself is heavy. Sock, you have a Charlie horse.
Oh.
The nail is heavy. The properties of it still kind of have this heft, this draw to it. As you hold the metal in your hand, it feels as if it draws the heat from your hand. There's a numbness to it, like a staticky sensation as like the blood runs back to its various vessels in your hand, and it is an unwieldy metal. For as small as it is, it weighs up to about 5 or 6 pounds for even just a small little 1x1 cube of it. To make a throwing knife of it, it would have maybe a range of 10 to 15.
All right, I would probably.
But it
then-
does have some unknown properties to you still.
I'm literally just doing this because I plan on making an actual weapon with this, but I'm trying to like get a feel like before I use a larger quantity, just get a feel for how to work this metal and shit. Like just getting used to it, so I don't. So my first time isn't with a larger piece of that I could ruin and waste because the shit's valuable. And then
Hey, how many
also
days
probably-
have been?
I'll also probably cast
Oops, sorry.
Identify on the finished product to figure out what effects, if any, this has. Sorry, go.
No, you're good. You want to do your identify thing?
No. That's later. That's once I've crafted it.
Oh, okay. How many days have been since we passed through that one place where they're tanning our dragon wings?
I would say enough time has passed. I would say it's been about a week or so, or been about 2 weeks or so.
Because it was supposed to take a month, so that's why I was asking.
Yeah, I'll say enough time has passed.
Okay, so Rev needs to go there at some point soon. Tonight, Rev is sneaking out the house.
You too?
Patrol.
Oh!
Oh damn, it's only a 17.
Everyone is like, I sneak out.
Passive
Um,
perception. Haha, I know,
Ah.
but I don't care.
Cecil's gonna tell people. He's like, I'm going to the markets. I gotta prep another feast for the rats that I owe him.
Oh,
He's not.
I have 20 pounds. I have 20 pounds of dragon meat.
No, I
Meat.
need like
And no
spices.
paprika.
These are the paprika's. It's not as potent. I gotta. I'll be
Is it
back.
at the middle of the night?
On your
It
way
shouldn't
out
take
the
too
door,
long.
you see
I
Rev
know there's
sneaking out of one
24
of the
hour
windows.
spice stand somewhere. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. And he's not going to the markets.
oh,
On your way out the door, though, you see Rev sneaking out of one of the windows.
No.
Alright, I won't say nothing. He's got his own little life. Cecil's going to visit Jennifer.
Oh,
So, Cecil's going to see Jennifer. Who else is sneaking out?
Rev is sneaking out. He's going to A-Test Manor.
Hold will just be meditating, trying to learn about the body, like see if there's any special like anything specific about it.
Zach is sleeping.
There's all sorts of special stuff about your body, baby girl.
Like a good little boy.
Do I need to roll something to actually see if I can figure it out? Or...
I
was thinking Arcana.
what
If there's any magical.
like as a furball?
Yeah, due to the fact of he realized he could go, that he went invisible, and that he can actually change his appearance. He wants to see what else.
I
He's
would.
sitting in bed
what
trying
else
to
the
flex
body has,
muscles.
like he's just trying out random things, or trying to tap into more of a see what is like Arcana based or magical
I would.
based.
I would say you sit there and you concentrate and you relax. Feel that you learned kind of in your mind. Dwarven has become a little harder for you as you think of times when you're speaking with your father or your family, memories that as they speak in conversations that you know you've had, bits and pieces, you hear the dwarven words, but they sound like gibberish to you.
No.
Rip.
Damn.
Oof.
And you feel you're losing some sort of connection. Most of the conversation is there, but every now and again they'll say a word that sounds like similar to like
Russian.
and you find that your thoughts wander and wane. Other than that, other than the strangeties in your mind, feel okay. Not used to your spatial awareness as you bump and knock things around.
Oh, excuse me.
Other than that, hold you.
Rev.
Kind of focus on that throughout the night. Rev, where are you sneaking out?
He's going to A-Test Manor.
Sneaking to A-Test. Okay. In the order of things, we will do Rev sneaking to A-Test Manor first. Rev, as you look over your shoulder and see Cecil looking at you as you're both sneaking out, you scamper off into the night with relative ease and quickness for arriving to the darkened manor. And through the windows, as always, there are no lights, no signs of life. You approach the door nonetheless.
Knock, knock, knock.
As you do, there's a delay. Long enough for you to question, but before you can even take a step or make a decision, the door opens into the dark, misty halls of Ates Manor.
Ooh. He walks in.
Walking in, unlike previous times, and rightfully so, you no longer feel the sensation that you're being watched. No shifts or looming silhouettes in the shadows, and here's the unfortunate carnage from earlier, the attack, the assassination attempt has rendered a lot of the denizens of the house gone. You walk through the long hallways and you walk past the hallway that leads to the study. The outer walls patched over with wood planks. Some planks that you can tell have been broken from tables, stripped from crown molding and baseboards. Anywhere they could find wood from within the house, they have propped up tables, overturned bookshelves. Linens and sheets have been propped up to stop light from the day when the sun is out from shining through. And you continue to make your way past the study towards the basement. And as you do, even in your Woden form, you can see the temperature's dropping dramatically. Frost begins to form on your Woden parts. The embers that burn within your veins dim as you make your way down. You can see the little heat vapors coming off what small embers lay within your Woden limbs. And as you make your way down, you can see ice has formed around the steps of the cellar before you are met with two glowing yellow eyes of Zadith. Rev,
Hello,
it's a
Zadie.
pleasure to see you.
It's a pleasure as always. Is a young master here?
The young master is, but they are taking their rest. They
Is this
have,
hour? I thought you people were like a nocturnal.
yes, but they have still yet to recover fully. The attack has put Ates in a bit of a weakened form, and to recover naturally, it will take some time. But
Well, yes. I mean, he was bisected, wasn't he? How's that going? Does he have like his butt back?
it is growing back, but
I know he was pretty torn up about his butt.
yes, they are pretty torn up about their butt. However, more importantly, I do believe they may never return to full form unless they take drastic actions. But I am not willing to act unless I hear word from the master, of course.
What kind of drastic options?
Well, one of the options is they are only resting in a pile of dirt they had brought. However, they would need land of their homeland to fully recover. It's only in two places. Tiris Fall, place we had been exiled from in order for the master's safety, as well as certain castle in the Feywild.
Oh.
If we can,
So he has some dirt from those places, but he needs like more dirt or what?
he would need more dirt, steeped in blood and Fey magics, in order to fully recover. but
Hmm.
both would cause quite a bit of risk that I'm not willing to take while the master's in this form.
Well, this is understandable. Maybe you could answer the question for me that I was going to ask him then. You've been around for a while, yes?
I have,
And you've studied up some magics.
in passing, yes.
Do you know how I could, like, make a large magical druidic conduit? I know that they were sort of
Is
suggesting like
very
a nice,
specific.
like a nice tree or like a big crystal or something. I just don't know where to find those, or if I could grow one, or if maybe someone who had, also some innate magics and whatnot could help me, like Miss Edith.
Well, in order to grow such a conduit, form it, you can either find one or you can make it yourself. To make it yourself would be a considerable amount of magic. A test would be able to provide if they were in a better state, but it depends on what it's used for.
Well, and this might interest you. I'm thinking about creating a little undead horde.
She kind of squints her eyes but raises her eyebrows.
You know,
Okay.
like Reve the Vampire Lord, except instead of vampires, it's like a bunch of woads.
Ah. And you would need something to control it all.
Well, and to make them in the first place, which I guess is where this conduit comes in.
Ah. Well,
From what I
depends on
remember
how
of my own
many.
ritual, which is very little, I think the control is more innate to the person who performs the deed.
Indeed, indeed. It depends on how many you're trying to make.
Well, I don't know if I want to go into
10?
all the specifics, but it's like several hundred.
Ah.
You've heard
Well,
about this mess with Vestros and everything. We're thinking like maybe a little bloodless army to go after the Blood Witch.
Oh,
And so I've been trying to rack my brain, trying to figure out how to make this little crystal so that the Wayfarer Wanderers could make this Woden army.
well,
And it's a whole thing.
if it's Woden in nature, I suppose I do know of an object that could serve perfectly. You would have to move it via magic, or you would have to cut it down and remove it itself if you don't care to leave it intact. But there is a secret location where there is, and I think you'd find this most interesting, a tree. It is known as the Impaling Tree. It is said to be the origin place of the first vampires on this plane. It has a dark magic, but it is nigh boundless. If you were to
Is it
take
close?
that tree, yes and no. It's close, but there are a bit of obstacles in the way. Guarded. Not impenetrable. If you were to
But
take...
you're saying... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, not at all. If you were to take a branch, as many have attempted to, even the strongest of vampires wish to take a branch from the tree to make staves or artifacts of heinous nature to power their own magics. But if you were, for example, to take a larger bit, or even the tree itself, You could use it as a conduit. But it is of a... its nature is of a evil. But it is not malicious. If that
It's a
still suits your case.
non-malicious evil tree.
Yes,
that
the
I would have to-
origin of it is evil.
I guess carry on my shoulder.
In a sense, it is old and decrepit, worn away and withered, but that is where some of the first true vampires gain their power. If you could even snatch a bit of it, you would have your conduit.
Do you have like a map? Like a little treasure map with the dotted lines and an X?
She goes and unravels a little map. She puts a little circle right there for you.
Ooh. Where?
It is right here in a sacred shrine not far behind the reaches of Tirisfal.
And you said it has like some guards, or is it like people guards, or is it like a construct deal, or is it just like some
Well, it's
fences?
constantly
spectre.
observed by Tirisfal and the forces within, but it itself has its own protective measures. However, I think you are keenly attuned to sneaking past, as you are of a particular constitution that might allow you to approach it with ease. And
Ah,
she
14,
pokes-
yes.
taps on your wooden skin.
Oh, is that 2? Okay, well, this is like the second most helpful thing you've ever done for us. And by the way, the horses are doing amazing.
Fantastic.
We really did appreciate the house and the horses and everything. And I know we have yet to sort of repay this debt, so I will... If I am going to be looking for this tree, I might as well make a stop at Tirisfal first and pick up some dirt.
If you do so, it would be much appreciated. We just ask that you be careful and, of course, never tell anyone anything while you're in that city.
Anything?
Anything.
What if they ask like how I'm doing?
Don't.
What if they ask if I would like a biscuit?
There is not a single living soul in Tirisfal.
So they're probably not very good at making biscuits.
No.
What if they just like ask what I think about the weather?
Mm-mm. I would not. It is better not to fall into any word traps, as they might have the appearance of Baroque nobles, businessmen, guild leaders. But every single one of them is a denizen, an escapee, a refugee from the darkest pits of hell, trapped within their city like a small aquarium for the damned.
Oh,
And it is under the rule of a duke known as Erzog. Even upon setting foot in that city, he will know of it. So be
What
quick.
if I initiate the conversation and I say like, hello?
I probably would avoid that as well.
What about like physical gestures? Like if someone, like if someone offers me a biscuit but does it wordlessly.
I suppose as long as you don't make any confirming hand signs or gestures, then yes.
Like taking the biscuit.
Taking the biscuit would probably be fine. Just don't nod yes or no. Or give any thumbs up or any finger points.
Little finger guns as I'm walking away. No.
No.
Does the dirt need to just be from within the city walls?
It does. As it needs to be steeped in the vile magics within.
Do I have
Here,
any control
Rev.
over that, or do I just need to find like some magical looking dirt?
No, just any dirt. Preferably from a nice garden. Atest's original manor is in there.
Oh,
It looks almost the same as this, but if you can grab the dirt from there, fantastic.
perfect. Okay, well, this has all been very great. I don't want to take up any more of your time or my party's, so I will be leaving now.
All right.
Tell the little man that I was here and that I hope he is doing well.
And I will do just that.
Okay, goodbye, Edith.
She nods and disappears once again into the darkness of the cellar.
I don't want to take up too much more of like anyone's time, but could Rev get like if the Twinkling Grove is open right now, could Rev like get a little temperature check from Mayfair or Nessa about what they think about that tree? We don't have to roleplay the whole thing out, just
I would say if you did a quick temperature check, Nessa is not a fan, but she just kind of shakes her head like, Mayfair has never heard of it.
interesting.
Suspiciously so.
Very interesting. Okay.
In the meantime, Cecil,
Yeah.
doing a little sneaking with the spurs and belt. Where are you headed off to find Jennifer? You going to the alleyway?
Yeah.
As you wander into the alleyway, kind of looking around, there's not a soul around. Not a lamp lit, and in complete and utter darkness, you barely see the silhouette, the top rim of the door lit by the stars and cosmos above.
I make my way.
As you approach the door, do you just step in?
I do the knock.
As you knock on the door, you wait for a little bit. No response. The kobold does not answer the door for you. Only silence.
I try to enter.
As you turn the knob and open the door, you can see, just from the first crack, the stone flooring of the place. And as you step in and look, you can see that way off to the side, kind of curled up in a sleeping bag, is Prince Stella. But the kobold is nowhere to be found. You can see his books and his snacks and his plates laid out everywhere. Various cushions and accoutrements that the kobold has brought in. But other than that, the only other thing in the room is, of course, the large sleeping figure of Jennifer.
Cecil is gonna approach her and sit down at the base of her throne and kind of like prop himself against it and sleep there next to her tonight.
Okay.
He does not like sleeping in the house. And yeah. He thinks that he wants to ask her to bless his gun, but like just seeing her and just feeling how comfy and safe it is in the throne, he just goes to sleep.
As you lean back and tilt your hat forward, your breaths become long, heavy. Feel yourself falling deeper into a relaxation, a slumber so cozy, so inviting, so welcoming. The morning arrives. Everyone in the house, you begin to stir as the rain kind of pitter-patters on the ceramic tiles above. What's everyone doing with the exception of Cecil?
Reb got back sometime last night and is chilling in the dirt like normal. He probably gets up and goes and tends to the garden.
Did I actually make that knife last night?
Yes, you did make the knife.
Okay.
And you found that even hurling it with all your might, the range is about 10 to 15.
Okay. And the when I cast Identify on it, did I get anything?
No.
Nope. Okay.
Other than kind of the same strange feeling that it still seems to absorb elements of things that it is touching, such as heat, sensation.
Okay. I'm then going to try to spend the day trying to play around with some alloys. I'm going to see if I can get my hands on some mithril to maybe lighten it.
Okay. Werewolf sock enraged.
Deja vu.
He's here.
Oh my god.
Old really doesn't do anything specific for the rest of the day. He just kind of gets used to the body and just ends up going to sleep due to everything going on. He's exhausted, so.
Okay. All right. Then
Wait for the
Ataru,
morning
if...
so he can get clothing.
Okay. I would say for clothing, if you head out with Ataru, clothing would be... I would say, are you looking for like just clothing or like
Clothing and armor.
I would say, what armor are you buying?
Heavy armor. So
I would say in the markets.
yeah, what do you have for heavy
If you're
armor?
looking for plate mail, I would say you could probably find, depending on your budgets, plate mails ranging from 1.5K all the way up to 5,000.
This is a Nissan sales event.
That's a killer deal.
Yeah.
What's the difference between the 1.K to 5,000?
I would say the 5,000 looks as if it were made. I would say each bracket, 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, and then 5, each made from, you see, certain monsters. So first monster is a plate mail made from the hide and horns of a bahir. The second, next one up, appears to be made that of a black dragon. And then the one after that is made and adorned of a almost silver and red Damascus-like armor. It's got swirls and patterns as if someone had basically just taken a red marker and just made spirals and swirls all over this beautiful silver armor as it is just inlaid and formed with this beautiful Damascus, that being of silver and a deep kind of almost
Ugh,
bronzish red.
I
Silver in
forget,
color.
gold to platinum. Is it 10 gold per platinum or 100 gold per platinum?
It is 100 gold per platinum.
Okay, that's what I thought. But there's nothing special. It's just the way they're designed.
That you don't know. You don't know if they're what their speciality is.
That last one you described.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Silver and Damascus.
It is a Damascus blend. So think Damascus steel of how it's got the swirls and speckles, but it's the two colors are silver and a reddish color.
That's the one he would end up getting, and he said that would be 5K.
5,000. And for mithril, for an ingot, it would be 300 Ataru.
I got 3.
He would also look at
900 gold worth of mithril.
Mm-hmm.
He would also look at weapons as well, so he can give Sock her greatsword back, or their greatsword back.
Excuse me?
My brain is not all here right now. He would look for, try and keep like the fighting what he's been doing, but he's not gonna be able to until like Ataru can like adapt the gloves. So right now he's just looking for like a magical, just another greatsword, but in like a magical style, like +1 or +2. Which we're at +1 weapons, or we're at +2 weapons right now?
We're at +3 weapons.
We're at +3
Rarely
weapons.
+2
Yeah.
weapons commonly.
Bro, I don't
Okay.
have any plus weapons.
What do they have in stock for like weapon wise when it comes to for like great swords
Let's do a little.
or hammer or gray hammers?
Let's. I would say you find a regular +3 greatsword. You find a kind of interesting, kind of pure white greatsword, almost milky in color.
Mhm.
Its blade has almost like these beautiful stained glass inlays inside the fuller, and an ivory and ebony handle, as well as a more brutish looking sword that looks like it has horns and kind of fangs, and more almost as if skin has been stretched over it, a leathery hide. Unsure of what they do, the merchant is like, oh, I'm just selling for local artists. You know. The +3 great sword you see has the insignia of the local blacksmith that you've seen by the eastern gate.
Mhm.
The milky white and stained glass sword has the blacksmith sigil of a... I wonder if I still have it here. Hold on. Has a symbol of a boar with a lightning bolt or a tusk. And the third you recognize as the symbol of 3 lines together with a single dot on the leftmost line, that being the blacksmith sigil of none other than Dubador, your father.
And that's one of the +3 swords.
All 3 of those are the +3 swords. So basically, it's the more brutish, monstrous-looking one. The symbol of a boar with lightning tusks, and the other one being the symbol of the regular blacksmith.
He would do the one made by his father.
Okay.
How much?
Then that one would be... Mm,
40,000 schmeckles.
maybe. That one I would say would be about 8,000 gold.
FYI, I'm not planning on just making weapons for myself with this iron nail.
Schmeckles.
Especially because of how fucking heavy it is. I can't
Also have
make
a
weapons
bunch
that
of-
without the mithril alloy, so the rest of it's gonna be shit for you guys.
Yeah, he'll
We've also
actually,
got
while looking at this,
fucking ass
good
ton
to
of
see
dragon
you
wing
buy
leather coming in.
mithril. He's just like, Ataru.
Mhm.
If you have any left, would you plan on making me a sword?
Bro, that nail is fucking huge. Like, I'm having plenty left.
All right, then I'll just
I plan on making shit for all of y'all.
What are your prices on the? And he's looking for like the +2 weapons.
Those? For a great sword, if you're still looking, 2,000 gold.
Now I'll just get one of those. Any of them seem any special, or are they just all kind of?
They seem of fine, superb quality.
Mm-hmm. And he would pay the 2,000 and get one of those.
Okay.
All right. Upon adorning the armor, is there anything?
I can cast Identify on all your shit.
He would give it to you.
Ritually cast Identify.
As Ataru takes the 10 minutes as you're putting on the armor to look over it, you can see that this armor, based on the sigils and the blacksmith, is made by the head of Clan Tempest, Vidar himself. Is a swirl and alloy made of mithril in order to lighten the load of the other heavier alloy you have identified as Ravanaic. The armor itself, as you put it on, you can feel it is a push and pull of your strength and magic. You feel it draw forth energy from you and kind of almost as if squeezing you, like a constricting feeling before releasing. And as it releases, you feel even more relaxed and revitalized. And he gives you resistance towards fire and necrotic.
Ooh.
Sock, wake up to an empty house.
I'll be back. I'll be back once we finish that, and I'm gonna be sitting in the
Hello?
house all day.
Rev's in the
We'll be right
garden. He
back.
shouts from down there and says, "Oh, hello.
Where is everyone?
I'm right here in the garden. I don't know where anyone else is. Maybe they went to go get breakfast?
They didn't ask me?
Do you eat breakfast?
I eat breakfast?
I assumed you were more of a brunch person.
I prefer actually breakfast and brunch and lunch. Second breakfast. I have a fast metabolism.
Oh. Do you want me to whip you something up?
No, I'll make something.
I'm a great cook.
God, Sock's gonna cook
Are you?
again.
What do
I
you
was.
make? What did you eat before you were made of wood? Like, what was your
Just
favorite
not the
thing?
lot of memories I have from before I was a woodman. This was several hundred years ago. But I will say, I always have a craving for like a nice pot of stew.
Huh.
But I can't really eat stew.
What happens if you try to eat stew? Does it just kind of decompose in you, or does it fall out the bottom? Or
No, I
what?
die and go to hell.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, it's a whole thing with votes. We can't eat. It's not because we can't eat. It's because if we do eat, we die and go to hell.
Oh.
No, this is a joke. I don't know what happened. I would assume it would
I was
just
gonna
like.
say,
happen.
didn't you already do that, and you still came back anyway?
Yeah, and I got this nice fiery body now.
Came
It's
back
great.
a little ashy.
A little.
Anyway, I'll
like literally, like ash everywhere.
well, I guess I'll make something. I think I still have my cilantro in there, actually.
You could make your cilantro into a nice stew.
Oh, I was thinking like an omelet or something.
It's just like the stew of
Coffee.
eggs.
It's like an egg pancake.
Yeah, but if it's a little more soft, it's kind of like a stew.
No. Do you remember what a stew is?
If you let your stew sit out long enough, it might look like an omelet.
Okay. I don't personally agree with that, but you know.
No, you're right. I don't remember what stew is.
Okay.
I don't really remember what an omelet is.
Sometimes I feel like you just say things to make other people question their intelligence.
I think I wish I knew a little more than I do.
Do you just kind of feign, like you kind of fake it till you make it kind of thing?
Is it working?
Well, no, not all the time. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. When you're comparing stew to an omelet, I would say your method kind of broke down there, but I mean, I get it, you know, faking it till you make it.
Okay, go make your omelet.
Right. He like sticks his head back out or puts it back in the window.
He just
He's
continues
standing on the counter.
cooking things and watering other things. Ooh, while Rev is gardening, he wants to try to absorb the largest plant in the garden into himself.
What?
There is one tree. Would you like to observe the tree? Or are you talking plant?
Maybe something a bit less noticeable than a whole tree.
There is a large obtuse rub. And you kind of grab it and begin to slowly start absorbing it, and you watch as it almost ungrows itself, but into your hands. It starts to, like, the leaves start to shrink and fold back in, and it's almost as if the reversing of time as it then slowly gets absorbed into your hand. The roots upturn, pull out, and it shrinks down until there's a tiny little sproutling that remains there just for a moment before curling itself back up into the seed and entering into your Woden self.
Slick. Can you bring it back out again?
You extend your finger and the Woden kind of thing cracks open and a little seed pops up on the center. And if you want, you can place your finger back into the ground and you feel almost this draw of energy leave you as almost in the same amount of time the shrubbery grows back, extending out, twisting, leaves begin budding open. You can see the dirt kind of get pushed aside from the rapid growth of roots, and it appears back again, fuller and more brimming with life than it had before.
Fucking slick. Okay.
That's
He knows
weird.
about his business.
What the fuck?
Sock's like, what?
Did Sock see that?
No, he didn't see. That would have been funny though.
Yeah.
He's reading his Malus Maleficorum book.
You look up at some point and Rev's face is in the window with a mouth or with a finger over his lips, and you have no idea how long he's been sitting there like that.
No,
How long
he
would you be
disappears.
reading your book?
I'd say he tried to make a breakfast.
I think you had like
32
6 to 8
hours.
32 hours. Yeah, you'd only done about like 6 to 8 hours for like 2 days. So you continue
He's
reading.
not a fast reader, okay? Reading is not his strong suit.
Fair.
At some point, eventually,
He gets real sleepy when he reads.
Hold and Ataru, would you have come back?
Yes.
Okay. Then I would say after a few hours, Hold and Ataru comes back. Rev, if you're still in the house, you greet them, and Sock, you are, I guess, sitting outside reading.
He's got like the book on the ground, and he's laying on his stomach on the couch with his like chin propped on his arms and his legs kind of like dangling.
Love that.
He's so bored.
Doing himself a read.
He's
as
trying to read.
The almost
Horribly dyslexic.
the soft steps aided by the mithril, but the kind of befouled smell of the Ravenaic as you Told enters the room. A tinge of as you enter.
Ugh.
Hold has new armor. I got stuff to make more weapons with. You will be seeing me at my forge all day. I am going to experiment.
Did you get breakfast?
There's no time for eating. There's only time for working. And
No.
she's gonna go down and start playing with her metal.
If you want to go out and get breakfast, though, we can go back out.
Bring me something.
Any
So
request?
You read about 2 hours of the book.
Hey.
So 30 hours left.
My only request is something quick and easy to eat.
Got it.
You're
Oh, and
craving a
Sock.
breakfast. Okay. Huh?
Sock, here you go. It gives you back your great sword.
Oh.
The
thank
other
you.
great sword.
He takes it and cradles it. Hello, my darling. I've missed you.
Oh, what do you think, though? Does it fit to look nice?
Very,
Oh, you look fantastic. Yes.
very sharp. Very intimidating. Consider
Look
me
at the-
intimidated.
It's a little bit more on the aggressive side than I'm used to, but it just
You know what?
caught my
I
attention.
feel like you should maybe consider dreadlocks. And maybe dyeing a few of those red. Maybe parts of your beard red. I think that would really complete the look. I mean, I'm no fashion expert.
No, I like it though.
But I'm just
That
saying,
could work.
you know, if you want to be an intimidating warrior,
Ataru,
a complete
Why?
red
It
look.
literally ins and eight.
you know how
yes.
to do dreadlocks?
Kind of.
I actually know how to do dreadlocks.
Oh, you do?
Oh my god.
Yes, thanks for asking. Thanks for even thinking of
I'm
me.
sorry.
Just assume that Ataru knows how to do dreadlocks.
Yeah, it's pretty
Wait, were you
presumptuous.
muted? Oh, there you go. Okay.
I'm
Well, after
laughing.
breakfast, we could probably work on it then, yes?
Sure.
Alright. What did you say you were craving? You said the breakfast taco?
Have you ever had one?
No.
Oh. I tried. Tried to make one, but we don't have any tortillas.
Then to the food court we go, yes?
Yes.
You guys head off to the food quarter about an hour and a half. Gather food, long waited orders as travel time and whatnot, but you bring it back and give everyone their breakfast as you share your meals between Hold and Ataru and Rev and Sock.
And then I let Doc just dreadlock my
He
hair and
sits-
dye it.
He sits on the counter and you sit on the ground. He's got your hair like fanned out.
That's how I thought it would be too, because he just sit down. It's like he's 10 foot tall, so you just have to sit on the ground while you're on the Perfect.
Okay. I would say the overall process takes about 2 hours.
All right.
He's very good.
Dreadlocks are made prim and proper. Actually, roll me sleight of hand.
Oh shit. No.
It's either nice dreadlocks
Oh no.
or Jerry curls.
No.
Please be-
DC will be 10. Ooh, Jerry curls.
Wait.
No!
Does my aura apply?
No.
It's saving throws only. Damn it.
Yep.
Ah.
Sock's a little out of practice.
It's been a while. Okay.
You'll need a saving throw.
Looking like a long-haired, prim proper Jerry curled furbolg.
Do you dye the hair during that, or?
He doesn't have day.
Ah. I figured we would have got some when we were out.
Oh, I didn't remember to.
Wait, that
Oh,
fucking
no.
rock.
In the Discord chat, that's what a Jerry curl looks like.
I know. I just looked it up.
Yeah, I looked up the same thing.
Looks like it looks great.
Looks in the mirror.
It's so good.
So
Intimidating.
I'm gonna go to go find someone else to do this.
Oh
Sock is hurt.
damn. Sock
I'm
will
sorry, it
remember
does not
this.
fit. It does not fit at all.
I will remember this.
No, it's fine. It's
The
fine.
dreadlocks would have looked good, but
No, you're right. It's fine.
Unless you want to-
I'm going to go run some errands. I'll be back. He leaves.
I would too.
and Holt leaves to go actually pay to get it fixed and dyed and everything to how Sock described it.
Okay. Then I'll say you go out and take about the the 3 hours to have
Yeah.
dreadlocks properly put in. What kind of errands are y'all running?
How much?
Okay.
How much would it cost for the hairstyle and the dye?
20 gold.
All right.
So Hold's doing that. Sock, Rev, Nataru. The 3 of you still left in the house. By your lonesomes. What are y'all doing?
I'm going to play around with making a alloy from this nail and mithril and try to make that into throwing knives and see if it is any better. See if it still holds the property of the raw iron nail while also being light enough for me to effectively wield.
Sock was actually gonna go see Speckle
Okay. Then I'll
for
say
completely unromantic reasons.
The Dark Boss related
Sure.
reasons, because she
Then-
can't know that you know that she's the Dark Boss.
I will say Ataru, after all the alloy, prim and proper, making it with the mithril, you are able to extend the range out to 15 to 20.
Okay.
It is mithril a bit unwieldy, and mixing with the mithril does seem to dilute some of its numbing and absorbing properties, but it is in a more usable form.
Okay, so if I were to make a blade of a size that I would normally use for a one-handed sword,
Mm-hmm.
if I made it with the pure metal, I wouldn't be able to wield it. It would be too heavy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And if I made it with the mithril alloy that I just made, would it be usable?
It would be two-handed.
Okay. I'm also going to try another set of knives where I make it mostly out of mithril, but then I coat it with the wrought iron nail.
I would still the same effect.
Okay.
As the wrought iron nail doesn't ever liquefy.
All right.
Regardless of how much heat you put, it's almost always a cold forge.
Okay, so if I wanted to make a sword out of it that I could use, I couldn't make a sword out of it that I could use, basically.
Yes, probably, unless you wanted a two-handed sword.
She can't use a two-handed sword. I mean, she could, but it would severely limit her capabilities. Well, that's a shame.
I would say, all in all, it feels like its best purpose probably isn't a weapon.
Damn it.
Send to the teleporter.
Well, okay, so after I've worked with it enough, can I, at least try to, discern some of its properties for, other uses? Does it seem like it would be good for armor?
It is too heavy for armor, too unwieldy. I would say the most notable property has been explained in the previous descriptions, but as another reminder, it seems to absorb various elements that aren't they're not all entirely of the same category. So you notice that it takes away sensation, but also while you're forging it takes away heat. It puts fires out. You've noticed that the longer you look at it, the color seems to disappear. It seems to almost absorb and dissolve away almost even intangible element.
So repeat that. It absorbs and dissolves away even intangible elements.
Yeah. So the longer you look at it, it loses color. The the longer you hold it, the sensation in your hand disappears. When holding it with tongs and sticking it in the fire, the flames start to die down. The more you hit it, it starts to move less, and you feel you're having to hit it harder and harder to get the same result. And so I would say the main thing after all these other times you've tested it is that it thrives on prolonged exposure.
All right. Well, unfortunate. How many throwing knives have I made just so I can add them to my inventory and possibly use them in combat and see what they do?
I would say 3.
All right.
Okay.
And then I guess since that was a bust, I'll take. How much of my mithril thing is remaining?
I would say 1 ingot.
Okay, 1 ingot. And with that, I'm going to try to make a sword that I've been envisioning. The mithril is decently conductive, right?
Very.
Okay. And I'm going to use the mithril and the pristine brass metal, to make that sword that we were talking about with the little,
Okay.
I'm going to spend the rest of my day doing that. Give a book wrought iron nail.
Spend the rest of the 12 hours of the day doing that. Doc, you run off to the Adventurers Guild to see Speckle. Upon entering and running up the stairs, you see her kind of hammering away at something with one hand and then using tongs to hold up some appear to be like copper wires with the others. The workshop itself, busy and buzzing, as there seems to be like 50 other goblins kind of just working on various things. And as you approach, you sense their work start to slow, and everyone's kind of like looking at you. Before she eventually looks and goes, "Oh, hi, Sock."
Hello.
I wasn't expecting to see you today.
No. I just got back in town yesterday. But I had maybe an idea if you. I mean, he looks around. He's like, I mean, you seem kind of busy, but it was kind of a project that I maybe wanted to propose to you if you have time in your schedule.
Oh, it's absolutely. And she starts taking off her stuff, and as she does, she slips and falls forward to you.
Can I catch her?
Yeah, pretty easily. As you catch her, she then pushes away and says, I'm fine, stand, I'm fine.
Oh,
and as you do, you suddenly realize there's a lot more goblins in the room. And she's like, I'm fine. And she's like using her 2 hands to like usher as if she's like telling you to calm down. She's like, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Okay.
We're all good.
Okay. He looks around. Is this a good time?
No, yeah. It's perfectly fine. As after a few seconds, some of the goblins like start disappearing behind bookshelves and stuff. She's like, I'm fine. Sorry about that.
No, I mean, it happens to the best of us.
Just so clumsy. Gotta make sure I let myself and you know that I am perfectly fine and not being threatened.
Of course.
Anyway, what is it that you wanted to talk about? What do you want to do?
Oh, I mean, I know you are very crafty and very inventive.
Aw.
You like to design things, and then the work I've seen from you so far seems that you are very adept and skilled. And so, well, I have this sword. He pulls out his dragon longsword. He's like,
As you pull it out, she's like, I'm fine. I'm
right,
fine.
Right, sorry.
Totally safe. No.
I was
Hey,
just
Sock, how about don't make any sudden movements like that anymore? Reason. no reason.
Sorry.
I'm
Are
just,
you
I'm just
okay?
so close. I'm perfectly fine. I'm just so
Do you make a what is it? An
Viscerally-
intelligence check or?
I'm just so viscerally aware of your own safety for no reason. Go ahead and roll insight. roll insight and roll perception. You're not sure what's going on, but you
Can you
feel,
assume that it has to do with the fact that she's a dark boss?
you feel like she's not the one whose safety she's concerned about. As you every time you make sudden movements, you hear soft little pop, 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 like little pitter patter, and you could have sworn you felt the small prick of the tip of a knife on the back of your head that last time.
Sock is like, has this been going on the entire time and I'm just so dumb that I didn't even realize that she's got all these goblin bodyguards because she's the dark boss? How did I not notice this before?
Would you
kind
have
of what-
sensed that?
I
would
feel like that's what he's
I would
thinking.
say maybe, yeah.
He's like, I sense
You would
weirdness,
notice it now.
and he's like, how did I not notice this before? Because he just assumes that she was.
Anyway, Sock, that's a great sword right there. Wow. Wow.
Well, he slowly hands it to her hilt first.
She takes it and goes, wow.
Well,
this
I
is
have
pretty nice.
I haven't. I have. Well, I mean, I have about 2,700 pieces of gold, and I'd like, I don't know, your creative liberty, creative freedom to modify it with that sum of money, if you want. Just
She kind of ignores the very blatant money riz you humble bragged about.
Well,
but then
no,
her
I don't.
eye-
I don't know how much it would cost. I don't know how much like she needs.
Don't worry,
Like, I
baby,
don't know
I
if
got
this
money.
is enough.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is enough.
I got like 2,700 gold right now. I
He's
don't know.
like,
if you
is this
noticed
enough to do anything?
Her eyes kind of light up and sparkle when she hears of the idea of her working on the sword for you. She's just, yes, and she starts to blush. She's like, I think I can. I know just exactly what to do on this. Okay, give me maybe 2 days. I'll work night and day, and I'll make sure this gets done. Okay, let me get started on it. And she starts just double hand pushing you away, like, okay, let me go. All right, out of the
Let me
workshop
know
now.
how much it costs, and yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Bye. He runs away.
And as she runs off into the workshop, and as you walk through the guild hall, you see there is an unusual number of maybe 40 to 50 just like various goblins, but they're all reading newspapers. Like they're all like buried in a newspaper.
Okay. He doesn't understand the desire to read, but he leaves. Sweating.
Okay. Then after I'd say the day winds to a close and everyone
Rev didn't do anything with the day yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Rev.
He go to the teleporter.
Okay. I would say you see Sock scamper out of the adventure hall as you are entering in. What are you doing at the teleporter?
He just wanted to inquire about what teleporter locations might be close to Tirisfal. Or in it.
I would
Although I
say
can't imagine there's one in it.
You speak with them and say, oh, well, it's actually 30 gold to go to Tirisfal. It's right on the docks. it's also one way.
Oh, so there's no. Why? What? What do you mean one? Is there another teleportation location closer to the station
The
that I
closest
might be able
one,
to use to come back?
closest one would be in Crystal Ridge Hovel, recently set up. But we keep it one way in order so that no one can come back through.
I guess this makes sense given what I know about the Tearless Fall place. Can I bring a horse?
You would have to pay for the horse, 100 gold. But yes, you could bring a
100
horse.
gold for a horse, only 30 gold for a person? This seems criminal.
Horses are bigger than people.
Not to all people.
He's got a point.
I've got the 10 foot tall dad.
Is he
Would you charge him
quadrupedal
30
and
or 100?
equine? He would still
He
be
could probably
30.
walk on all fours.
As the magics used to send a person is different than the magics used to send a horse.
Ah. That equestrian magic.
Indeed. What happens if we send the horse and we're calibrated the wrong magics and the back feet of the horse are now the front feet of the horse? How'd that horse walk?
Backwards.
That's what we'd all like to believe. And she kind of like looks down and lets out a sigh.
No, this is completely fair. Okay, great. Thank you for the knowledge. Then have a great day. And then, yeah, I don't know. Rev wanted to do that as early in the day as possible, like while they were doing breakfast or something. And I don't know what the time it would take to go pick up the dragon scales would be if he took his horse. Or not scales, but wings. Wasn't it like a day trip when we were walking?
To Kalphas?
To Kalphas, yeah.
That was to the barn and back. It would be about a week to travel to Kalphas, but you can teleport there.
Oh, yeah. And back?
There and back, 80 gold.
Yeah, sure. Let's make this happen. Like a little day trip to Kalphas.
Okay.
He's just going there to pick up the dragon wings, so you can bring them back to the party and let them know that they've got a bunch of dragon wings.
You go ahead and you 80 gold from your inventory, teleport there, pick it up.
What's
Your
36 minus 80?
dragon wings and leathers.
I had 70 pounds of adult green dragon wings that were being worked on, and I don't know what we did with the scales, but they're still in my inventory.
I think you held on to the scale. I'm like going
I
through
think I
it.
just held on to them, yeah.
I'm going through to find. Why the fuck would I write down the juicy otter?
Josie.
Is that the name of the place that was tanning the wings?
No, I'm just flipping through notes right here, trying to find it.
Just
But
the juicy otter with absolutely no context. That's all.
Just a juicy otter, yeah. No need to worry about it.
okay, well, and you gather the wings and you bring them back for you and all the friends inside the house. Haru, Hold, and Sock to look upon them.
Yeah.
As everyone except for Cecil meeting back up at the house, what is everyone doing? As it's been a whole day.
Do we need to be... By the way, look at these cool wings. But also, do we need to be worried about Cecil?
I thought
Wait, Cecil.
y'all all went out somewhere together.
I've been here all day after shopping.
Uh, wait, no, he wasn't even here this morning. I don't think he slept here
haven't
last
seen him
night. I
all
saw him
night.
on the way out last night. I thought he was going to like hook up with some bitches. But I
Right.
guess not. What?
Cecil doesn't really seem like that's something he would do. Did
Why not? He's
any?
got those
Maybe
abs, you know?
maybe he went to the ranch.
I guess. But no. Maybe. But why would he not come back today? Because he left last night and it's been like a whole cycle since then.
I thought he was going out last night to go to this. Wait, no, Sock doesn't actually even know that. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe we should look for him. What is the? You know what we should do is create some kind of protocol if one of us doesn't come back in a certain amount of time. You know, like places to look, or like, you know, because I mean, who knows what could happen to any of us.
Should we go to the tower? No, that seems a bit
That's
extreme.
expensive.
Yeah. Well, sometimes. But no, I don't think she likes me very much anyway.
Okay, well, where are places that?
Where did Cecil say he was going?
He didn't.
I don't know. I didn't even know he left.
Me
Only
either.
No, you're not very
thing-
observant.
Only thing I heard, he just talked about getting spices at the market.
Oh wait, no, we did talk about the paprika.
Mhm,
Right.
Which
We're talking
was
about
a
it.
little odd.
Is there a 24-hour spice market? I don't think there is. I feel
I
like
haven't seen one, but it is also odd that paprika typically does not lose its potency, since it is a dry spice.
Okay, nerd. We need to find Cecil.
I'm sorry, I know how to cook.
Maybe we go to the market and see if anyone knows of his last whereabouts.
And
And
start
And the
go
there.
from there.
marketeer.
We could always check with the soldiers at the gates to see if he left. Maybe then we could check the ranch. Where else would he go?
Who's that? Actually, this is a meta question. Does Cecil talk about Jennifer Wright a lot?
yes, he prays to Jennifer all the time.
Like a ton, yeah.
Could they have possibly gone to see that god they talk about all the time?
Possibly.
Maybe.
I don't quite remember the name. I know it starts with a J.
If only one of us
This,
could speak to rats.
Gerald.
Wait,
But
Wait. Did Rev mention the whole thing about the vaulted halls and shit? Like, was that in character?
I've been there.
No, not about us being there. Like,
no, I don't think Rev has mentioned the specific
Oh,
inner workings of what the
Okay.
secret organization is up to yet.
Yeah, you haven't.
Well, let's maybe check the market
Yeah.
first.
So market,
but
I will
Possible
check with
at
the
the
guards at the
ranch.
gate.
I've got so
and
much
then-
work left to do though. This is gonna take like a whole like night.
I mean, I don't think we all have to go.
I don't mind going on walk. I have nothing else to do at the house, so
Nice dreadlocks, by the way.
he's a big boy. He can
well, I
handle
did
it.
base it on your description.
Fucking suck. This is my partner now.
Yeah, let's go to the places. Let's go find our boy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's fine, but given our history and our luck
Oh, okay, yeah,
and
you're right. All right,
this
I'll come.
town and our
Yeah.
enemies, I feel like if anyone was going to go to the store and ended up not coming back for the entire day or night, then maybe that's something worth looking into. Better be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't want us to find him. Maybe this is like a divorce. Like he went to the town to get spices and he never came
All
back.
right, I'm going to the market.
Rev, this is one of those times where you don't actually know what you're talking about and you think it's one thing, but it's actually another.
Don't think Cecil is divorcing us.
No.
No.
It could be a possibility. Just
We're not
Check the courthouse.
married.
Check the
if we
courthouse.
can't find him, if we
I'm-
We're
can't
not-
find
we're
him,
not
I
wed
feel
to
like this
him.
is
Hold already
This is
started heading
debatable.
to the market.
Besides, I feel like if he really did want to leave us, he'd leave like a goodbye note or something.
well, yeah,
wouldn't
but
just
sometimes
leave
he
us
goes
like
out
that.
for a pack of spice, and
Oh, fell in love with the
You know?
spice.
Old as you check the market, kind of walking up and down, doing cursory glances, doing long searches and scans, you do not find Cecil.
Or any, like, asking around for like a so-called 24/7 spice market or any.
There are plenty of 24/7 spice stalls,
Mm-hmm.
but none of them have seen anyone matching Cecil's description.
And he would wait there for the rest of the group to get there after their conversation. Just wait on the outside of the
I
market.
feel like we were
towards
more
the
like
house.
squabbling on the way, you know?
Oh, and while you
yes,
guys
travel
were squabbling, he
squabbling.
was looking around.
For squabbling.
Yeah.
Like, well, I talked. Well, first of all, they're not lying. There are 24/7 spice markets or stalls.
Mm.
Anyway, none of them have seen him.
Tragic.
Okay.
So we can go talk to the gods, or try and get to that room again. I don't even know how to get to that area.
Well,
Wasn't he a fan of the pillow talk? Is there a chance he's there?
was that Milo?
That was Milo who always went there, and I went there to talk to Tippett.
Cries.
Has Cecil been to Pillow Talk yet?
I thought that he went with y'all on like a day trip one time.
I don't even think. Well, we went in there like one time to put sock in a box, right?
I know we went to the bathhouse one time and I washed.
Well, we've been there to like talk to Tippity.
Cecil has
Yeah.
never stepped foot
Yeah, I
in
didn't
a
think so.
in Pillow Talk.
Am I thinking
I
of the
didn't think so.
bathhouse?
I
Has he
feel
been to the
like- I feel
Bathhouse.
like-
We've been to the bathhouse together.
Yeah, but
Okay.
he's not gonna be taking a bath all day. I feel like if he's anywhere that he hasn't been like taken or abducted, that he would spend a lot of time in, it would be the Jennifer thing or the ranch.
Yeah, that's the name, Jenniferette.
Okay,
Okay,
well,
well, let's go see Jerry's then.
let's go see that, and then
We're closer. Yes.
if Cecil isn't there, then we go talk to the guards, see
You see
I'll
if-
check
if and when he left,
yes.
and then narrow our search down from there.
Good. We know the way, right?
Nope.
To the alleyway?
So I
Yeah.
went there, didn't he?
Yeah, I would say you know the rough area.
Old knows. Yeah, just
like
doesn't know how
Red's
to
been there.
activate the door or get to the door.
So as I'd say, if you're headed in that direction, you begin searching the various alleyways. Kind of as you get scan and scope further and further away from the rest of society. Sock, you eventually stumble across the oddly worn down and kind of built up doorway with a single door. The only thing remaining of some kind of shed or back door of a house that is now gone. The door frame and door remaining in the ruins of this back alleyway.
He whistles and motions them to come over. Here it is.
It's yeah.
Oh, it's all right.
Can I look around to
Rip
see if
starts knocking on
anyone's
the
there
door.
before we just walk into the secret hiding place that we set up? Just to look around.
Everyone, I'd say if anyone's looking around, go ahead and make a perception check.
Let's see.
Mainly being Sock.
All right.
Ah!
You do not find anyone that is looking at you. No one's sneaking around as far as you are concerned.
Due to current events, when we get there, I will use divine sense.
Inside? Okay.
Outside in the alleyway.
Okay, go ahead
First.
and I would say as you use your divine sense, ignoring the usual
Yeah.
people, you do not sense anything that would cause
Good or evil or
anything that would cause you to suss about.
Well, seems like I don't feel anything weird. I guess we're clear to go in.
Okay, let's go.
We do that.
As you step inside, you see the kobold sitting, or I'd say the kobold standing, doing a little inquisitive pacing back and forth. Prince Stella sitting on a stack of books, kind of acting like a makeshift stool, and kind of just penchantly leaning forward, elbows on knees, looking at the kobold, while in between both of them, Cecil, kind of hat down, slouched against the throne, is resting. Upon entering, the commotion of you entering, the kobold continues pacing, and Prince Stella lets out a sigh and says, "Oh, there y'all are."
What?
Hello.
Did you call us?
No, but I assumed this guy here would have gone out and gotten you, but I'm not really one to go out and send any sort of signal, so
I mean,
we assumed we'd just wait until someone came to get him.
What's the situation?
is he sleeping or is there something wrong with him?
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh?
What?
What do you mean dead?
Sock
As
rushes
in,
over to him.
He's unalive.
What they, is there...
Sock rushes
you want
over to Cecil.
I am gonna attempt to use Revivify.
I wanna check his pulse first.
And I'll take the 300 gold out.
Okay. As Sock, you run over and you knock aside the hat and kind of grab him. Body kind of slumps a little bit under its
What?
weight. Hold as you rush forward and put the diamond to his chest. The magic pulses across, but nothing. As Prince Stella lets out a sigh, and you can almost audibly hear her roll her eyes and says, "He's been that way for a while."
What
Wait,
happened?
like, what the heck is going on?
Well, I'm not really sure what happened. I only have speculation, but when I was woken up by, and she points to the kobold here to go and prep him some snacks and move his little ladder, I went and saw that your friend here, Cecil, had, I guess, tucked himself in to sleep, and went to go wake him up, and nada.
Is he breathing?
He is not.
He got a little heartbeat?
Mm-mm. As you prod and poke, there are no signs of life within him.
Are there any signs of like cut mark, struggle, or is it the body's still perfectly like pristine?
Perfectly pristine. Few cuts and scratches from day to day, but
Yeah. So normal, nothing
no
like
signs
actual
of
battle.
struggle.
Is Jenniferette there?
Jenniferette is there. Sleeping upon the throne, as always.
What happened last time Rev touched her?
Oh, Raven's back.
Wait, what? What happened?
Oh my
He walked in to
Oh
the
man.
hideout. He walked into the hideout, and Cecil is dead.
He's dead!
Yeah.
All right. Well, Ataru was freaking out. We'll just say that she's been freaking out. Like,
Yeah,
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that was awfully quiet.
Reaction.
Paul tried using Revivify, and it did not work since Cecil has been dead for
Longer than
for
a minute.
while.
she's going to cast detect magic on Cecil's corpse.
Oh.
As you cast your detect magic, you sense not even the faintest magics of life within him.
And there's no like magic cast on him or any kind of like residue of like something that may have caused this.
Nada. The only magic you can sense in the room are the other people that can cast magic, that being Prince Stella, Hold, and Rev.
He was fine last night. He just like, we got him. Like it's like he just died in his sleep. How did this? What?
From the description, from what Prince Stella gave, pretty much.
But hold on. I mean, hold on. I mean, we know that like this giant sleeping woman is makes you feel weird things when you touch her. Maybe like something happened when he slept on her.
Well, he slept.
this could be a thing.
He was like sleeping on her.
Prince Stella raises her hands. Hold him now. Wind that back. You know that she does what?
Well, she does weird things when you touch her. Like she makes don't take this the wrong way. She makes you feel like good,
It's like happy brain.
like
images.
relaxed and peaceful.
Like you're falling
happy.
into the deep sleep.
Oh shit!
The final deep sleep. As she like shoots a glance to the kobold, like,
Did he
Due
really?
So due to pre-exposure contact, Cecil died.
Oh my god!
There's no way to reverse this.
I've already tried.
I'm gonna do what I do
Any,
best.
if mine doesn't work, any sort of resurrection spell requires a time limit.
Rev's gonna
after
do
death.
what he does best and rip off his hand and touch the goddess.
you're gonna rip off your hand and touch the goddess.
With the hand, he throws his ripped off hand to the side.
Oh, like we did before.
Yeah.
The whole
It's his
like black
specialty.
hole thing, the resurrection, like so
Oh,
he
okay,
can-
okay.
if he
Yeah,
does
yeah.
die, he'll come back type thing.
As you
Yeah.
go and you
Smart.
reach and you touch the goddess. At first, nothing. You feel relaxed.
He wants to try and like think thoughts toward her and see if she can communicate with him.
Okay.
Like, hey, what happened to my friend?
Jennifer kills him due to making him go to sleep. Jennifer becomes the new archmage.
Wait! Stop!
What?
You remember the thing the dragon said about the end? That like thing.
What?
The dragon that was being ridden by the monkey, when we were like talking at the end, he like mentioned like the end, and we were like, maybe. I think this is another like tick in that theory, you know, because like she said, you reached the final sleep. It's like, and just touching her for a prolonged period of time, just shoop, and
Wait. This.
You suddenly hear the clunk, dunk, dunk, dunk of Rev's wooden body fall off the throne and hit the ground.
no, why would you touch that?
Oh,
Wait.
hold on,
just,
hold on.
Just for a few seconds?
Hold on, he's
Did he-
not.
Did he get any response?
Are you gonna cast Revivify?
No. He picks up his hand. Like, he thought this through.
Check your DM,
What?
Sean.
Yeah.
He thought this through. But just in case, Hold will cast Revivify. So take out another. God,
Wait.
he's gone through so much gold today. Go through another 300 gold to try and cast
Buying
Revivify.
life.
Okay, everyone, let's stop touching the possible death goddess until we figure out what's
He's
going
not-
on.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I
I'm
didn't
looking
say
at
he-
you, Hold, and Ataru. Don't touch.
I'm not gonna
wasn't gonna
touch
touch
her.
As you run up to Rev's woden form and give him the old diamond slap, the embers reignite, and you could feel the life and warmth of Rev's woden body stir back to life.
There.
Rev,
Why?
I would say in this time, as you reached out your conscious to speak with her, you felt as if you were almost traveling to another part of the hallway. But before you could reach there, you feel the firm thud of a diamond being slapped into your chest. An explosive force of magic bringing you back to the fold.
Rev says,
Yeah,
"Oh, wait a minute, what the
I
hell?
can-
What the heck happened?"
Don't touch her!
You died. I brought you back. Either way, Rev, while shaking his hand, he threw to the side. He can't die if he has a part of him separated, remember?
Yes, but didn't it take him literal years to grow in that other place?
True.
I think it took like a little bit of time
We
for
don't
sure.
have
Anyway,
time
I'm
to be
going.
killing ourselves on a hunch.
Hey, I'm going back in.
Hold on.
Ow!
No, he
Hold on!
grabbed you.
Why?
What?
Hold on!
If you're going back for a reason, what did you see?
I think that I can find Cecil.
You have a minute.
And how do you think that?
God.
How
Maybe
do you
like 3
propose
minutes?
bringing him back?
No, a minute.
I'd like grab his hand and
Wait, grab him
It's a
from
walk.
where? Where were you going?
I,
I don't
I need-
know, but
I need you to
I did not
understand.
feel dead.
Rev, I need you to understand. You have a minute. Your body died. There's only a minute that this spell will work, and I only have one more cast.
Well,
No more
mm,
than a minute.
but you've got my hand.
Yes, but I'm not letting another one of us die. The moment you drop, you have a minute. That's all.
I'll tell you what. I think this will work. Not like last
trusting
time, like this time. I think it will work. If I am not back within a minute, don't revive me.
Why?
Hmm?
I need to find Cecil, and I do not think this will only take 1 minute.
Well then, how?
You have my
again,
hand.
If you can't get back to life, how do we bring Cecil or you back?
No, this is the
Oh.
thing, right? If I can, it might take longer than a minute.
How so? What?
This
How
no
long?
guarantees that the only thing that could bring me back to life is like
Fucking
a
fine. If you
30
just want
second
to throw away
journey
your life,
into
just
the...
do it.
I'm not going to throw away my life. I'm giving you my hand, and treat it well, grow it,
He's
or
looking-
just like
He's looking right into your
Could do
eyes,
easy or
like to see
something.
how serious and if he can actually trust you. Like if you truly believe this is the way that you need to do it.
me, Sean, believes that Rev can make something happen.
Okay, Rev, if this is going to
Rev
take a
alright.
is
while,
not as convinced.
Rev,
Rev isn't as convinced.
Rev is like 80%.
Rev, do you have any kind of like token, something to identify yourself with this secret society? Because if you're going to do this and it's going to take a while, we need to continue working on a plan, and we can't do that if we don't know who to talk to with this plan with this secret society of yours. If anything that we
So-
can do.
2 contingencies. Number 1, if I do not make it back within, let's say, a day, bring my hand first to... Wait a second. Kappa, is the kobold that's in here part of the secret society?
Yeah,
Technically, all kobolds are.
yeah, because he was there. He was there when you were in the meeting.
Right,
And I don't think Sean explained that part.
No, but in
Right.
meta during
Rev-
the
Rev-
meeting.
If Rev
He was there.
believes what about the kobolds was told to them, all the kobolds are a hive mind. So yes, he is
Right.
part of the secret society.
Rev goes and whispers the passcode to this kobold.
Say it.
Welcome to Gobsco. How can I help you today? Is that what it was?
It was hi, welcome to Gobsco.
Hi, welcome to Gobsco.
His like goofy like pacing demeanor stops and he straightens up and he says, "Understood."
So listen, I might die in here, and if so, then you need to know that these guys are cool, okay?
And gives you a wink and he says, "As you wish, agent."
Okay, great. And he walks back to his group and he
Worst
says, "Okay, so
case-
the
You guys
secret
watch as
society knows about you guys. He's
the
fine."
kobold slumps back into his goofy pacing.
All right.
So if I die in the attempt to bring back Cecil, you can talk to that kobold over there, and he will introduce you.
Did we hear what he whispered to the kobold to get that change in demeanor and shit?
I
With a-
would say
was a
you
whisper.
would.
Okay, all right.
Because
go
you
ahead.
have a passive perception of 20, which allows you to hear
21.
whispers.
Okay.
I think
alright,
this is
good.
an incredibly risky plan on the
It's
eve
incredibly
of
stupid.
all of these plans that we're trying to make. And you think that
Oh
you
yes,
can...
yes. But here's part 2 of the contingency. Someone could take my place as an archmage.
Considering I'm the only one with magic.
It could be
Excuse
you,
me?
or it could be Izzy. She's a very powerful druid. And my love.
But wouldn't the
Hey, that's
one
another
who
thing you haven't
takes
thought about. How is she gonna feel about this?
wouldn't the one who takes the power of the Archmage have to be the one that kills you?
Right, this is why I'm leaving you my hand.
So technically,
No,
you still
if you
be
don't
the
come back,
Archmage.
you want us to kill you.
If I do not come back, I want someone to destroy my hand so they can gain the powers of the archmage. I would prefer
No.
it to be Isaiah.
Fuck you for asking
No.
this.
What did I understand the heroic nature, but now I'm
No,
starting to
I
think
cannot
this is a sense
lose.
of suicide.
I cannot lose
It is
another one.
exactly suicide. He is knowingly going to do this, knowing it will kill him, purposefully doing
No,
it.
no.
It is exactly
Because last
suicide.
time,
I definitely
last time I went into the orb, I just instant then died. This was not a good decision. This
Yes,
time,
after I lost my hands.
Right, I touched the goddess. And what happens? I'm in like a hallway. I see my consciousness going and being alive still. I just need to look for Cecil.
You mean the fucking afterlife?
How do you expect to bring him back? How did you even sense him in there? Or do you just think
I
I
don't
can
really have,
find him
like,
if I'm
a-
going down a hallway?
I don't really
Why
have
don't we
like a
just-
magical senses.
Or why don't we just walk down this hallway and look for him?
But I don't know if that hallway is the same as the consciousness hallway. I mean, did you see me walking in that hallway? When I was dead?
No, these hallways are fucking infinite.
So maybe he didn't go that far. I would not want to fall into an infinite
Yeah.
hallway.
You don't want to lose anyone else. I don't want to lose
Cecil.
anyone else either.
You could also plant my hand again. It worked last time.
Yes, but how long will that take?
Well, this is why I'm saying if you don't want to wait that long, you could just kill me.
Get some miracle
We
grow.
don't.
We're not going to change his mind unless we force him
I'm
to.
not going to abandon Cecil in here. I believe he is
We're
still
going
alive.
to abandon.
We don't want to abandon him either, but we're also just,
There are other ways
just
of bringing someone
deciding to
back.
die before we investigate or
She-
try
she's go-
anything else.
He's going to broadly gesture at Holt. There are other ways to bring people back. Hell,
Didn't Holt try already?
didn't you say you went to talk to powerful druids and shit? They are of the people that can bring him back. Correct?
That is true.
I mean, thinking that like you can bring him back is like stepping into a fire after someone burned and thinking maybe I can go get them. Like it's like you literally just touched
I'm
the
not.
same thing that killed Cecil, and you think that you could bring him back?
Yes.
He is quite determined. His expression does say it.
I
all.
could be convinced otherwise, but I do believe that when I was
Can
in
you?
there, that there was.
I don't know
That
how
there
else
was
we
a way
can
to
put
bring
this
him
for you to
back.
not be convinced, and we've already said it.
It's like a matter of experiences, right? Because y'all saw me die and I saw me not. And I don't believe Cecil is dead either.
Okay. Again, it's the afterlife. We know about the afterlife. There are multiple planes in which souls go. We know this. This is all fact. There is no like, oh, what is happening? I may be able to be alive. No, that is your spirit moving on.
What is your choice?
Well, I'm not
You
just going to
allow us-
randomly kill myself.
Will you allow us to
Maybe-
find another
maybe give
way,
me-
or
Maybe give me one more try if you can use this revivifying again.
so a
Let
minute?
me just have a minute
have
in there
one
so
more
I can
use.
see the scope of things.
I'll give you 1 minute.
That I will agree on. And he shakes your hand. This is a deal. 1
But
minute, nothing
1
more.
minute from when the embers
Not
go
till
out,
you
not 1
kill
minute from
yourself.
when I touch the
Exactly.
lady.
The 1 minute when
Okay.
your body is dead.
Right. Okay, I'm going back in.
Stella kind of in the back with her fingers crosses. Lively.
Guess we sit. Anybody have does anybody have a clock? Mine got destroyed.
I can keep time.
I have a sundial wristwatch.
I have an hour, 10-minute and minute timepiece right here, and she holds up little hourglass.
Does it just count up to a minute?
Well, I have a minute one, a 10-minute one, and an hour one.
Can
The
I borrow the
kobold
minute?
uses it for his nap so that he doesn't, you know.
Can I borrow the minute one?
She hands you the small minute hourglass.
Thank you. And then the moment his body dies, he'll start the time.
Rev, as you reach out your still attached hand and you climb up the step ladder and kind of put your hand onto Jennifer's side. Feel relaxed. You feel the aches and pains, the restrictions, the creaking of your Woden body begin to slowly ease and slip away. A numbness starts to enclose in. A calm sensation. For the first time in a long time, you feel the movement of air upon your skin, as if you still had hairs on your arms to be blown by them. And your final thoughts as you slip into this nothingness, what do you think?
I think he just thinks about that feeling you described and how nice it is.
Okay.
I think he just hyper focuses on that. That's got to be rare.
You guys watch as Rev, like a 2x4 that has been stood up on end, the slow inertia, body falls back and clunks to the ground with that wooden reverberation as he shakes and vibrates from the impact.
Hold starts the timer, then picks up his body and places it in front of him so he can get to it easily.
Okay. You flip the small hourglass over, and the time begins.
What's
Rev,
happening?
you find yourself kind of slowly coming back into consciousness. Slow and steady as by the time you realize it, you're still in the hall, but everyone's gone. The clutter is missing. The kobolds are gone. The loud panic of everyone. The smells are gone, and it feels light and airy in it. You are facing down the dark depths of the hall, the light to your back, and as you turn around, you see Cecil standing there, kind of looking back at you, confused and standing before the throne. However, unlike before, Jennifer is upright and awake.
Oh, Mr. Cecil, Miss Jennifer.
Cecil?
I turn around. Rev, what are you doing here?
Your body is dead. And I just
No.
wanted to see if you were okay.
I'm not dead. I'm talking to Jennifer. Look, she's awake. And
Oh, hi, Jennifer.
Cecil's holding his gun out to her. I was gonna.
It's been like a day. Have you been in here talking to her for a whole day?
No, I just got here. I've been. Then he's just like shaking his head. What? Did you follow me?
I would say it's
No,
only been like a few minutes for Cecil.
No, you left last night. I saw you on your way out, and it's now tonight, and it's been a whole day outside, and well, Prince Stella told us you were dead when we got here because we were looking for you. We were a little worried, and now I am in here looking for you. I just wanted to make sure, Jennifer, is he gonna be able to come back? And he bows,
A friend
realizing
Cecil
he hadn't put me. Oh.
has entered into my home. At the end, the infinity of life. And so too have you.
But like, is this a temporary? Like, can we go back?
She kind of stoically just closes her eyes. And before opening them again, she's not breathing, but you can almost see from her shoulders that there's a sigh, a pain that she bears. She opens her eyes and says, "In this circumstance, there are ways, as you have discussed with your friend. As for Cecil, there are other plans in motion."
Cecil, are you knowledgeable about these other plans?
I trust my goddess. I wasn't aware of my circumstance. But if she needs me here, at least for now, I have to attend to her.
So, what do you want us to do with your body?
Don't
just leave it in here?
don't throw it in a orb of disintegration or whatever it is.
Annihilation.
Yeah, don't throw my body in an orb of annihilation.
No, this is my special move.
I heard what happened last time.
Is it one thing I know how to do in this world?
But that's the one thing I ask you not to do. But
if
I'd say like she's right. There's other ways of bringing me back, but I don't. I think I need to stay here for now. And I mean, you guys will be fine, right? Y'all. And
No.
Cecil turns and looks at his goddess. He's like, You're always watching over them, right?
He kind of gives a firm nod before her voice echoes out. He just says, myself and my other half are watching you, always.
When you say there's other ways to bring Cecil back, are you saying that we need to do that at some point, or are you saying that we don't need to do anything?
You will know when the time is right. But for now, I must discuss many things with your friends here.
Well, we'll try not to kill Vestris before you get back. I know you're pretty excited about that.
Yeah. I guess since this isn't, and he's like looking at Persephone the gun. I guess since this isn't my actual weapon, just keep Persephone in a safe place, and that Grandpa Max bullet.
Yeah, sure. They should be on your person when I get back.
As you say that, actually, Cecil, you kind of look over Persephone a little bit more, and it has a good weight to it, but you think nothing else.
He wipes it on his, using his poncho. Like, Rev, this is the first time I get to actually talk to Jennifer.
And I am intruding on this.
No, this is good. This is good. This is nice, because I wasn't aware that I was dead. So it's good that you arrived. I came here because, one, it's a safe place. Two, I wanted Jennifer to bless my gun in going into our fight with stuff. I thank you for watching over the capybaras for me, and I hate to ask you again, but someone's gonna have to while I'm currently missing in action. So I have to ask you once again.
Well, I might have to pass the torch on that one. I've got other things I need to attend to at this time.
God, to who?
I'm sure that our Fearbulk friend could do this.
I probably got some gold in my person in the physical plane, so maybe hire someone.
We can take care of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care what you need. Take what you need out of my inventory, but don't lose that gun or that bullet.
I think we might just keep it here on you. I can't imagine that it's safer in any other place than like an extra dimensional plane.
Yeah, but it's safe to say I still don't fully trust that Shadow Mage.
What, Prince Stella? She's great.
Yeah.
Okay, we will take your gun. Enjoy your time here with Jennifer. I guess I'll just meditate here in the corner until they revivify me.
Revier, your time to return is now. Say goodbye to your friends.
I hug Rev.
Hug him too.
I kiss him.
Ooh.
I kiss him on his little wooden charred face.
Good luck, Cecil, with whatever is going on here.
I'll be fine. But don't forget about me, please. Dear God, I will be back.
I'll check back in a week if you have not returned.
All right. Thank you, Rev.
Okay. Goodbye.
Then
Slap.
the minute timer, the sand will run out. Hold, you press the diamond to Revier's chest, and the pulse of magic goes out, and Rev, the halls you were in start to darken, and you feel a little disoriented, as when you open them, you're not standing in the same orientation or spot as you were, being held in the arms of your father.
Oh, Papa, it was crazy. There was like a witch and a wizard and a scarecrow, and you were there, and you were there, and the whole you were there.
Did you find Cecil?
He's back. He's feeling decent enough to be a little prick about it.
Yeah, Cecil
Yes.
is fine. Cecil is conversing with Jennifer.
Wait, what?
Before him, I guess time moves differently in the unconscious space that she has created or something. He thought it had only been a couple of minutes. It's been a day. So if their conversation lasts like an hour or something, it could be a while until we see him again. But Miss Jennifer
So-
and Mr. Cecil have assured me that he will be back.
So he's
Or
talking?
maybe that we would know when the time was right to bring him back. But he would like to stay, yes.
Okay, so
Hmm.
we leave his body here then?
Yes, but he did ask that we take his gun, because he does not trust Prince Stella with it.
Okay.
Fair enough.
And
I
his
still want to
bullet.
study that thing, so I'll take it.
His super cool bullet.
I can study it a bit more.
So, wait, so he was talking to, wait, what?
There's a sleeping lady, yes.
Well,
But
if,
she was like
if-
standing up and awake and everything. It was cool.
if she is who I think she is, then she is the end, and I would assume would be the one who controls the end of life cycles or just things in general. So wherever your soul ushers off to when you die, I assume that she would be conscious and monitoring it or doing something with it. So it,
And
That's a
Cecil-
pretty good place to leave our friends in.
it would make sense that in the beyond planes
Was-
that she would be active there and not here.
Was he trapped there? Like, could he leave? And he just decided not to, or
I don't know if he was asking that question. I think he was just very intent on staying and talking with her.
Which
Oh.
understandable considering seems to praise this god quite a
Is
lot.
it? We literally just found a sleeping woman inside a weird door and he decided to worship her.
Yeah, but it seems to be going well.
Isn't that how most religions
Well,
start
he's dead.
anyways?
I guess.
Somebody
He's not dead.
decides to believe in something they come across.
someone
He
dies,
just
then
found
he
a
comes
sleeping
back
woman,
to
projected
life
everything
again?
onto that, and then decided to die for it. And
Remember how
never
I decided to believe in Shazad's words, and I
yes, but
just
that was
met
because
her.
that was because she provided something tangible for you. She had a set of goals and something to work towards to do it. This is literally a sleeping woman in a chair that we knew nothing about.
Well,
Maybe
regardless,
Cecil saw something here.
regardless,
I think it's going well
he-
for him.
regardless, we don't have him anymore for an undetermined amount of time.
Exactly.
Which I guess brings the
So-
question, do we wait for him?
We do not have time.
We don't have
Wait.
time.
Well, where do we need? We still need to actually discuss our
Yeah,
plans, which
We need to make progress on that. We need to
haven't-
raise a fighting force. So there will be time.
we still need to talk. Merge forces and whatnot. I think we need to actually get with our allies and see if they actually can help us.
Right.
This will all
Ever
take
few
time.
allies are left.
Like, honestly, Ataru, I'm not sure if going back to Bukarona is necessarily the smartest choice. Like, maybe we should just hit Vestris where her main force is, which will draw her out of Bukarona. Which, then your clans can kind of do what clans do, right? But if we attack her there, then she'll just go back to her original base, like that castle Dark Keep or whatever, and just remuster herself. Like, I think we need to just do one swift act and try to destroy her.
Even so, we still need some kind of force, and
Oh yes, that's what I'm saying. But like bringing the entire force to the island, I don't know if that is. Again, this is all up for discussion, obviously, but
It's also very expensive.
that's a long way. That's a long way.
I know, but I can't just leave them.
No, I know. But maybe we can get your family. We can get them out of there. Then we bring the force to her doorstep. I don't think we should bring a whole force to your island. But we can get them out of there, and I think we should. But maybe that is a smaller, more precise party.
So, okay. Because it's been a while, and I'm not sure if I'm remembering correctly. So, what's happening in the islands is that Vestris kind of supplied the lower clans with weapons and shit and more forces through her weird blood bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's the clans waging war on each other with her aid, and she's just getting something out of the deal? Or was it she herself is fully taking over and doing the creepy shit like with the Ronins and stuff?
So she is, from what Team Sensei has told you, she showed up and was offering something that most of the clans said no, but they believe that one of the clans said yes and did a immediate takeover, called a meeting, captured all the heads of state, and has been slowly dismantling the other clans. And so she is not on the forefront. She's working in the shadows, but this
Just
other clan
okay.
has basically climbed the ladder and is
Yep.
climbing,
All right,
She's
so
supplying them with the arms to climb.
pretty much.
Okay.
So what I said before was accurate.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
have several things we need to focus on. This might not be the best idea with currently what's going on, but we have the time because raising an army will take time. Rev, that one archmage you met. Forgot, in Razor Keep, he's from Razor Keep, yes?
Oh, yes.
Why don't you go meet up with him? While we handle taking care of building an army. The sooner you can learn about your powers, the more it could actually help us, yes?
Well, I think maybe we can. I think we can call on our allies and maybe have them build an army while we go and maybe get Ataru's family.
But the whole Teams was very insistent on us gathering allies for that. Plus,
Yes.
if we're able to stop this and give control back to the clan heads, we will gain another larger army with more support, with a personal stake in destroying Vestris.
This is
Okay.
a good plan.
Okay, then first.
We need to figure out a plan.
We don't need it doesn't need to be an absolutely massive army. We just need some kind of force that isn't just us. We need to bring just a group of warriors.
Allies we have here currently. The Onis are not here.
No. They went back.
So, we have the vampires.
Well,
Oh,
Well,
man.
how are
Not
they
good.
doing?
after that massacre, there's about a Zaydith and a half an A-test.
Hmm. Alright, so no vampires.
He still hasn't even regrown his butt,
I thought
which
wait, the
he's
Red
deeply
House,
upset about. Yeah, I think he
Did
told you all about the massacre at the manor.
No, 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 no,
Mhm.
no, no, no. I was asking if you told us about the little Woden undead army you have.
No.
That hasn't
No,
come up
super
yet.
no.
That hasn't had a chance
Super
to come up
no.
yet.
He most certainly has not told you all about that.
Did you at least
Well-
tell us that the little underground society is helping you against Vestris?
Yeah, I told you all that they have
Okay.
interest in helping stop
Okay.
Vestris.
Well then what about the Gobsco group that with the Dark Boss?
We are working on something.
Okay.
Could
And-
talk to.
But- The reason that I was asking about the time frame earlier is it could take a week or two to put together.
A week? Oh, a week? That's fine. That gives us time for Hold to get used to his new body, for me to make us all new arms.
Also, werewolf transformation.
Yes,
And gain more
Was
time for that,
wondering-
yes.
I can go talk to Tippities. Most likely she won't join us, but she might know some people who we could talk to for alliance.
Right.
Maybe reach out to Mubbers. We'd probably have to pay him, but we have a nest
At
At least you all have had interaction, because I think that was Dumbledore who had interaction with him.
No, didn't
It
you?
was Hold.
Yeah, I thought.
Oh,
you were
because we
playing
went into
Hold
the
for-
mines. Yeah, it was into the mines.
Yeah.
We've had interaction with him in the past, so we might be able to reach out to him.
Maybe.
All right.
Well, I've got a very pressing secret society quest I need to go on.
Okay, you do that. So
Um,
we have what we're going to be doing for the next week, and hopefully that.
I'm gonna
Will
go
be
talk to
enough
Tippities then. See what I can find out.
I'll get to work. I plan on making both Hold. I'm going to redo your gauntlets to make sure that they fit your current fist, and I was going to make some large swords. That iron nail is an interesting metal. I think it could make a good heavy great sword, but
Well, and we've got 70 pounds of green dragon wing that has been tanned now. If you need that for
I'm not much of a leather worker.
anything.
Do you got scales?
Leather goes around to handles. I've got the scales still. They're at the house.
I can make something with that too.
Maybe if you have
The-
the time, you can
iron nail
enhance
is
the
pretty
gauntlets.
Wieldy for this. I may decide to just sell that other one as well. It's strange, but that's a thing for me to decide on.
All right.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know, did Cecil wear armor? He might need like a new leather chest
Why?
piece or something. Maybe you
He's
could
going
make
to be-
that.
He's going to be staying here, right?
Don't know for how long though.
Right, it could be like a week, it could be
Well,
like
I can
4.
I can make him some medium armor.
He could be away.
What
Great
about the
return by the time we go.
capybaras?
We do need to take care of them, yes.
Yes, someone will need to do that.
I mean,
I
I could.
We can all take turns going out there. Or one of us could live out there and take care of them. Didn't we get workers?
We got the workers when they were in Calphus,
I thought we got
when
workers to watch over them while we were in
when the werewolf
Verona.
thing
Oh
happened.
no, you took care of them. Rev took care of them while we were in Verona.
Yeah. Oh, Cecil did say we could access his pockets if need be, to take care of the cappies.
Alright. First
So
things
we could
first.
hire someone.
Yes. Alright. Small things first. Let's start getting some information together and see where we're standing at when it comes to alliances.
All right. I'll get to work. Send me any requests for weapons or armor that you got, and I will do what I can.
I'm heading to Cum Ranch. I need
Okay,
to grab my
too.
horse. Yeah, feel free.
On reference to the map, where are we?
You are
In the void.
So like where
Top.
the door
in the top left
top
of the
left.
mage
So
tower.
I would actually go to the Adventurers Guild first to check on Foreigner, and then go down to Pelotog.
Okay. Then I would say if there's anything you want to do here in this room, do it. Otherwise, we'll say that you guys exit, and then we'll end the session.
Yeah, I think we're biggie leaving.
Alrighty. Do you mind if I
Doc
send you...
punches Cecil in the arm.
Ow.
Idiot.
Cecil just says, "Ow!" It's like you are alive.
I'm alive, but I'm dead.
But
Tara, what are you doing?
Well, I was going to expedite our downtime and to I was just gonna send you my plans and then questions for the things that I was going to make
Okay.
So it's not
And-
waste much time. So then you can just tell me how many rolls are needed.
Okay. Who's grabbing Grandpa Max's bullet?
I will. Because I'm
the high
taking.
decks.
Yeah, I'm
person
taking
to use
As
first.
you
Yeah,
go
I'm taking
to
Persephone.
dig through the pockets, you find Grandpa Max's bullet, but as you continue to dig some more, Persephone is not on, Cecil.
Oh. Cecil's gun is gone.
Oh.
Well, great. Just great. You know what? This is going perfect. Perfect.
Wait,
He had it when he
He
was
had it
talking to Jennifer.
ugh. I guess it's
Let's
So,
assume
I think
that he
maybe-
has
I
it.
think
it's soul
think maybe-
bond. It's probably soul bond to him, and it just was sucked away with him.
I guess so.
Um,
You said that to Prince Stella. Prince Stella, did you take the gun?
No, I did not take the gun.
I'm gonna
I
try.
don't even know what gun you're talking about.
I'm gonna try and make a religious check to see if it's possible that certain weapons can be actually transferred into a realm like that.
You're gonna do a what kind of check?
A religion check.
I would say
say
let's
this would be-
do Arcana.
Arcana.
Yeah, roll me Arcana.
Doc's like, I have to take care of the capybaras. I have to somehow create a feast for these rats before they eat
You
us.
have never heard of a tangible weapon traveling to another dimension, let alone the afterlife, but you've seen some crazy shit. It's not out of the realm. And kind of what you want to believe.
Never, from studies, never heard of this actually happening before. Any weapons that can do this, but magic shit's possible.
I was gonna say, also, Cecil does summon rat waves, so the realm of possibility with Cecil is rather expensive, like endless, I would say.
Speaking of which, do they have the whistle on them?
Whistle?
The triangle.
Whistle.
Sorry.
You have the triangle. What whistle? Yes, the platinum triangle is on Cecil, a little pouch.
We just wish one of y'all want to hold on to it, but I
Could just
can hold
strip
on.
him and leave him naked here, I guess. Yeah, we could just take all of his.
I do sleep naked. Like,
Didn't you say that we are feel free to take anything we need?
This is true, yeah.
They gave permission.
He did. We just take his everything.
The gold.
Leave him his boots.
everything. We leave the clothing.
loot my corpse.
Yes.
Cowboy's boots.
Oh my. The
Cowboy
humanity.
boot taken.
The hat? The
Yeah, leave him
boots?
his boots and his hat and his gun strap.
All right. So y'all ransack your ally.
With permission. That is, we're given permission.
I will say you find
Assuming you trust Rev.
on his persons, you will find, his various accoutrements. You'll find the Gobsco membership card, the Goblin Bill receipt, Priscilla Gloomhand's business card, the deed to the 40 acres of land,
I'm a
the
businessman.
the Cape of Mont Blanc. Actually, no, Rev has that. The Platinum Rat Triangle, a black and gray poncho, and then Ataru has the blood red Grandpa Max bullet. Oh, and you also have a map of Darkreach.
I'll put that in my inventory.
And
He's
then
just there in his long johns.
115 gold and 70 platinum.
Let's go. Let's go, baby.
Are we keeping that just together as its own thing? Or are we... This is actually meta-wise. Are we keeping it together as its own thing, or are we splitting that up?
Let's just keep it together and put it in
Okay.
a chest somewhere at the house.
Okay, so just save it, yeah. Emergency funds or giving it back to Cecil when they return.
Yeah. Don't want a fun little cliffhanger we could end on? Hee hee hee.
What more of a cliffhanger could we possibly have at this point?
Two of our
I
party
love
members dead.
surprises! I love surprises! Sure, throw another one! Why not?
It could be two party members dead. Hey yo!
We had that
come on
already!
here, watch this! Hold the door touches.
Rev explodes.
Not actually happening.
Shockwave.
Not actually happening, but Hold's like, hey, watch this. You want a surprise? Touches Jenniferette.
We don't have any like long range communication crystals or anything between us,
No.
right?
No shell phones.
No, we don't have any crystals for messaging.
I
So,
have
like-
the message cantrip, which requires us to be within 100 feet of each other and in sight.
Yeah, but I don't have
Staring into each
sending a
other's eyes.
message or anything like that.
Get some pigeons.
All right.
We'll just
Well,
leave off with going to like leaving there. Then we'll.
Yeah.
do everything.
Did you want to end on a cliffhanger, Rev?
Rev
Yeah, I wanted to go.
explodes
I
into
wanted to go a little
demon.
forward to when Rev and Soccer are at the ranch.
okay. Then I'll say you guys head out of the doorway, making sure that you are not followed or seen. You shut it behind you. You look around, and as you each part for your different locations, House Sugma Kappa and the Adventure Hall and so forth, we will cut to Rev and Sock at the Capybara Ranch, where they run it a bit amok. They're in the stables, they're on the stables, they're on the very bare
hole.
house, in the hole,
They're everywhere.
in the water,
Here.
The bear hole.
everywhere. They're just standing on things. You arrive.
Rev is hitching up his horse and getting it ready for travel. Hitching up, is that a verb that you use to describe a thing that you do to a horse?
Yes.
That's
Like a trailer?
that's
Gearing-
it,
you're
yeah. That's
gearing
like
them
tying
up.
it's like tying a horse up.
Yeah.
He's
You're saddling
unhitching.
the horse?
Yeah, you're
Unhitching.
sad.
I'm saddling the
Saddling.
horse.
There we
Yeah.
go.
And as he's about to leave the ranch, he looks at Sock and he says, just so you know, Sock, the thing that I'm about to do, I do not know if I will be able to come back from.
Oh my
And he
god.
leaves.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Rev, no! Rev, wait! He's running.
Just rides off into the sunset.
Oh, dust kicking up from the horse's
To,
hooves.
as you begin running, your panted breaths, you begin to choke on the dust picked up by the hooves of Rev Stallion.
Doing it on purpose.
And that's
This-
where we'll end our session.
You know what? For once, I thought, oh, we're going to the ranch. It'll end off in like a nice way. They're taking care of the cat bar. No, Rev just causes Sock more panic.
All right, say goodbye to your future selves.
Goodbye.
Bye. What will happen next time? Oh no.